Yes. Hey guys, welcome to what we hope will be a special night, as for the first time in 13 years and the first time in my Phillies fandom in the 11 years I've been following this team. We're on the verge, guys. We're on the brink of winning the NL East title. Oh, I'm buzzing. I've not had much sleep. No, Stewie. I watched last night's game. I've had about 4 hours sleep. I'm running on adrenaline and beer, which is a good mix. But I am very, very excited, especially after the Phillies clinched it last night. Is that the monkey off the back? They're in the postseason now. We're in. We've booked our place. Now let's win the division. Let's party tonight. Saturday night, party time. Let's do it. I'm Dave Shaw, and I'm joined by Stu, making his watch-along debut. Been on so many podcasts, but finally we've got you, Stu. How are you, my friend?
I know. After saying no like 100 damn times, I was like, you know what? It's going to clinch NL East tonight. I'm going to have a couple of beers. I won't say the company's name unless they want to sponsor us for future podcasts. Then you're open to doing that.
Who is it? Is it the same one that I'm drinking? Because then we...
No, it's the one that caused... It's one that's got linked to a specific virus that caused a lot of things to shut down. So, but if they want to sponsor me, precisely, my Twitter account is StuXWarren. So
Stu going in with the plugs already.
I know. I haven't introduced Sophie yet. Introduce Sophie here. First time meeting her.
Well, it's gonna be a good night tonight. It's gonna be a good night. And Patrick, hey guys, if you're watching along, let us know where you're watching from. Is any of you in New York? We've had people who have been at the games also getting involved in this as well, which has been a lot of fun. And for the third time, it's a hat trick for Sophie. Sophie, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Hopefully the Phillies can have a good game today. It's not been a great day for my team so far, or a good week even. But
are we talking West Ham or Blue Jays?
I'm looking forward to the clinch tonight.
Are you talking West Ham or Blue Jays? Well, I know both your teams are better.
Both. And I've got the, I'm sorry to say, non-alcoholic beverage of spring water.
It's fine. It's going to be Sophie holding this ship afloat later on. I feel me and Stu are going to get slowly into a celebratory beers, and Sophie's going to hold his fort together.
Ironically,
I hope so. I hope so.
Sophie supporting those teams should be the one actually drinking, ironically.
yeah. To be fair,
especially after watching West Ham today. Oh my gosh.
Brutal. To Chelsea as well. We'll go. Depending on what direction this game goes in, we'll get into the football later on. Guys, great to have you in the comments. We've got people in the center city of Philadelphia. Will you be raffling Oasis tickets, man? That's a sore subject. I didn't even get in the hunt for Oasis tickets. Ranger Day, yes, it is. Let's have. I need just more improvement from Ranger. More improvement. It hasn't quite been the Ranger Suarez that he was before he went down as we're getting ready for first pitch. But he has been getting gradually better and better. As long as he keeps improving, ready for Red October, which is the main thing, then yes. Let's have it. Atlanta and Philly fans, Atlanta. Love to see it, guys. Great to have you join along as first pitch to Kyle Schwarber is in the zone for 0-1. The Phillies, for only the third time in their history, have gone to the postseason for the third year running as Kyle. Kyle! Schwarber!
Schwarbomb!
Oh my days! Let's
Lead off Schwarbomb!
go! I
Yes.
was there reading my stats away, and Kyle Schwarber, what's that, 14? Is that 14, 15 leadoff home runs?
I've lost count, mate.
Oh my
I think it's
word!
15.
15 leadoff home runs, adding to his MLB record.
Yes.
Oh, what a start!
Let's go!
What a start!
Wow.
All right, and I even
6 home run of the year. Wow. Something like that. I don't even know anymore. Wow.
wow, unbelievable. I was just gonna say Schwarber's stats against Manaea were pretty good as well, career-wise. And I was gonna say he hasn't had a home run in his last 7 games, and Kyle was due. And step right up on cue as Trey Turner puts one out. Looks like a pop up to the outfield.
Yeah.
And that's the first out of the game.
Yeah.
Turner's stats against Manaea, by the way, 6 hits in 13 at bats, 2 RBIs and 1 home run. Turner goes very well against Manaea. Not so much that time. It doesn't matter because the Phillies lead. What a start! What a start!
I'm obviously bringing good luck. I should be doing this all the time. Wow.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Sophie's 2 out of 2 wins as well.
I'm
so
2
far.
out of 2, yeah.
Oh, wow.
One
Or do we
against the
count
Jays.
because the first one you were here as a Jays fan, so I'm not sure what we
was.
do with that one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
You can
the
find
power
it
it
under
takes.
the lost column. So I'm
to-
500.
yeah. You're 500. You could be 2-0, 500. You brought luck last week when we beat the Phillies as Harper taking a strike. It's 1-1. The power it takes to hit that far the other way. Yeah, Boppo. Just Kyle is just unreal, and he's been going well he's been hitting for the last 7 games. 30 as where's that going for Bryce? Oh, just goes foul. Kyle Schwarber now 36, third in the NL for home runs, 99 RBIs. He's 1 away from the 100. He's 5th in the NL. Kyle for in the National League for RBIs as well. Man, what a season Kyle Schwarber's having, and Bryce Harper as well. Although missing well, is he fully healthy? Is he what? I don't know with Bryce anymore. It's just still in the last 7 games hitting 259 for average. There's one straight down the middle. Just missed that one. 4 RBIs in his 7 RBIs in his last 7 games. 3 home runs. Bryce has been on fire. 1 for 5 last night. 9th in the NL on average. 9th in the NL for home runs. And Bryce.
It doesn't matter until October. Bryce doesn't care until October anyway. So
yeah, I still feel there's a lot more to come from Bryce. He's just warming up. I really feel he's just warming up.
Our
His best is yet to come for sure. He's saving himself for the World Series, Dave.
Come on, 2-2 count. Good morning, 4 a.m. here in the Philippines. Watching with you as always, ring the bell. Oh, awesome. Worldwide, Philly fans worldwide uniting. I love it. Hopefully we're all here to see us win the NL East title. I'm absolutely buzzing with the fact that we're so close. I said 11 years.
I must note, Dave, your math's better than your tweaks. I saw, was it 11 years you said in your tweets?
Yeah, I made it. Yeah.
Dave's math. Has he had a beer already? I was thinking.
I couldn't edit it either. It was there's Bohm, by the way, Alec Bohm at the plate now. What a night he had last night. 4 for 5, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. He's hitting 280 average in his last 7 games. He's been fantastic since returning. And Alec Bohm is back in the cleanup spot. Something we've really missed you, I feel like. Alec Bohm being absent. We couldn't really fill that cleanup spot while he was gone in the 4-hole. We tried Casty. Didn't really. And where's that going from Bohm? Is that going to... Oh, it just goes foul. Just goes foul. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
But Bohm's, if we're going to go deeper into October, Bohm's going to play a big part, isn't he?
Yeah.
Looking so good. I just love this man. Great to get the song going again last night. I felt like it'd been too long. By the way, he's got also the 8th best average in the NL. He's having a fantastic season. 94 RBIs, the 7th best in the NL as well. Just 15 home runs, but he has missed a bit of time with injury. But he has come through clutch so many times for the Phils this year. 1-2 count. His record against Manaea is not bad. 2 for 6, 2 RBIs, 1 home run. So adding to that in any way tonight would be huge for Alec. It'd be nice to get the song going live as well. As a 2 and 2.
If he gets a home run, I will definitely get the song going for sure.
It'll be
So
going.
will I.
Oh, I didn't do the mic 12 for the home Shawber home. Oh, I've done well. I think there's going to be more tonight.
So you got a brand new play. I haven't seen. I like the mic.
I know. Yeah, it's honestly a good bit of kit. I got it in the Amazon Prime day as Bohm swings and misses and strikes out to end the top of the first. Yeah, it's a good bit of kit, mate. I like it. It's got its own little stand, clamps into the table. Looks pretty semi-professional. But yeah, it's good. And what a start. What a start for the Phils. 1-0 up. And Ranger Suarez coming up. 3.13 ERA, 12-7 win record. However, his last 7 games, his ERA is slumped to 4.79. Struggling to find his way since coming back from injury. Again, I'm not too worried. I think they're taking their time with Ranger. They don't want to throw him back in and have him fast throwing and risking injury again. I just feel they're building him up. I still feel this is like his spring training again. They're building him back in because having him healthy for Red October and back to the range that we know would be great. So an improvement. Like his last game wasn't too bad against Milwaukee. 5 innings, 5 Ks. The walks hurt him more than anything. 3 earned runs, 3 walks. They all came to hurt him, like I said. So it's if we can get 6 innings out of Ranger and 2-3 runs allowed, I think I'll take that. I'd like to see his velocity a little bit higher, but he's probably got 1 more start before the postseason, possibly 2.
Yeah,
actually.
1 or 2 starts. Yeah.
Yeah, we got. I keep forgetting Saturday night. Yeah, it's not Sunday. So we got 1 against the Mets still to come tomorrow, which is thanks ESPN. Another game taken away from us early. Another national TV game, and then we got 3 against the Cubs. 3 against the Nats, and then October.
Red October.
Red October, baby! I can't wait. I just want to win the NL East, and then just get me there. I still think we'll get the bye. I think we'll get the bye. The Brewers, although they beat us, they don't. I don't know. I'm not worried about anybody.
To the D-backs, pretty bad. So
they did. Yeah, they did. I can't help but feel they're in slight hungover mood still. The way they're playing at the moment would suggest it. But everyone's going, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that at the postseason. I don't care. Bring it all on. Like this pitching, I think will do it for us. I think the offense is really starting to click at the right time. Last night was brilliant. This so far has been excellent. Well, after 1 inning anyway, which usual viewers of his watch along know. To start the games don't go too well. The fact that we're actually winning on a watch along is a great start as Ranger gets us underway with a ball. And to Iglesias, who I think he got a home run last night as well. So just it'll be great to have a nice. Oh, it doesn't matter.
You say that, Dave,
right.
and
they're the lead-off double, right?
Do you know what? It's fine. I trust Ranger to get it. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Mets were in a City Connect. I thought that was just a Friday night thing for all teams.
No, I've seen some teams have actually wore it away from home as well, which was a bit weird. I thought it was just like you couldn't wear them at home, but I can't remember. Oh, it might be the Padres. I can't remember, but I've seen them definitely wear it away from home before.
It's a good point. I swear the Padres have won it at the bank before. I swear I've seen them rock up in those horrible things.
They're horrible.
The Padres one. The Padres ones.
I like the Padres.
I like them.
I'm going to be I'm going to be Sophie here. I like the Padres one.
Yeah, I love them.
I wouldn't wear it, but I like it.
I don't know. To be fair to the New York Met ones, they're all right. They're not the worst I've seen.
They're a bit lame.
Now, do you know what? I think most of them are lame. There's so much you could do with these, and I just feel the designs, you're right, are so lame.
Yeah, they're borderline cheesy. Anything, they should probably they're supposed to pay homage to the city, which I get, but I just feel like you couldn't tell what city they're from. Like, it just makes no sense. Some of them, the Dodgers ones, are absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, they're terrible.
Yeah, the Giants ones are horrible.
Yeah.
The Red Sox one I sort of get, the yellow with the font, and where's that going? Hopefully straight in the glove of Casty, and does. Iglesias tries to tag the throw back in. Ooh,
Oh,
in fact, no,
No,
the tag. Just that was closer than I thought it was going to be. Bone got the tag on, but just a bit late.
I thought he was going to run to I thought he missed it. He was going to run to the.
Do you know what? The way the camera angle panned out for a second,
Yeah.
I thought, hang on a minute, has that gone through? But
I thought. I did go
oh,
through.
he did miss it. Bone
It
did
did.
miss it.
I'm surprised he just didn't keep running there.
I think Iglesias didn't realize that the ball had got away from it, because otherwise he'd been straight back up and down the line. I think the Philly City Connects aren't disastrous. Like, they've got the city on there, the love symbol, the fonts.
They grew on me. They've grown on me. I think when I saw it in person in London, like in the shop, I was like, you know what? These aren't too bad.
Big time. Yeah. The White Sox Connects are probably one of the better ones, actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say this. I was a bit when I first saw the Jays ones, I was a bit like, they're not gonna work. But as soon as I saw them on the players, I thought, okay, this kind of works. And I like the pants as well. I like the hat. I know I'm a bit biased in saying this, but for me, they're one of the best ones. Like, not the best.
I don't mind the J. It's quite dark. It's quite a moody with the tower in the background. But that's pretty much what people resemble Toronto with, is like the tower, Rogers Center.
Yeah.
I love the Blue Jays one. Kind of reminds me of like the Raptors jerseys. I don't know. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I quite like that, to be fair.
We're gonna miss. Suarez gets his first strikeout. That's a big one, and that's huge with the runner at third base.
Yeah,
that's a big out for Ranger. I do. I like our City Connect colors. I know the blue and yellow got a lot of controversy, and it's not. Well, it is Philly because it's a Philadelphia flag is blue and yellow, so it is the city, and it's City Connect. I don't mind the colors. I don't mind at all. The font still just bugs me a little bit. I don't know. Ranger finding the zone now. This is good.
First European in Philadelphia were Swedish. That's why the city flag is blue and yellow. I didn't know that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. That's a
fun fact of the day.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense as well. Of course, the Swedish flag is blue with the yellow cross, but that's a really cool fact. I did not know that. Well, there you go.
You think about
makes a lot of sense.
The thing about Ranger is he always keeps his cool. You can always tell, and that's why I don't panic with Ranger.
Yeah,
and that itself is going to be so important for the postseason. So important. Pete Alonso. This is big for it's 1-2. This would be really big for Suarez. Pitch counts at 12, so the pitch counts good for the first inning. But he's got don't forget, Ranger Suarez closed it out for the Phils to get in the World Series in 2022.
I actually watched that this morning when I was in work. I had some Philly stuff on in the background while I was working this morning, and I was like, I would love that. And if I had to choose a pitcher who I'd want to be pitching if we won the World Series, it would be Ranger. I just feel like I don't know why. I just feel like it would mean more. Even though Wheeler's been lights out this year, I think Ranger would just feel a little special.
This rotation, I love them all. Like, well, no, not one. I love the front four.
Let's
start as an issue, but
the other guy can be pushed out of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm so glad we didn't get Walker on our watch long again. That was the second time we've had Walker putting us through hell. I do
feel sorry for him though. I do.
Do you know what? As a person, and let me just see this Suarez full count. Fouls it as a person and as somebody who was awesome in London, went to Passyunk himself with his girlfriend, met a lot of the Philly fans, gave a lot of his own personal time to the Phillies fans. His interview came across real genuine. Like, he seemed like a great guy, a guy who as he walks a lot, Suarez walks Alonso, but comes across as a guy who is affecting him. You know, he does want to contribute to the team. He's given it his all. He said he felt the best he's felt all season. So he's frustrated with himself,
but
bold,
in my
opinion. Hasn't got it.
I feel like in the fourth inning he was kind of not last night, but the night before. He was kind of sent to the gallows, and that. I think Topper said himself, like, what else can he do at that point? He didn't want to risk anybody else.
Yeah, and it caused a lot of debate on social media. But I'm fully with Topper. What do you do? Who else do you put out there? You know, to be fair to Allard, he did a great job when he came out, like steadied the ship. But like Topper said, the bigger games are this one. We need that bullpen for last night's game, and that was fully justified. Why Topper kept the bullpen as fresh as possible, because that bullpen came in last night and did a fantastic job. It's going to have to do the same tonight, especially now as we're leading. And if it stays like this, we're going to need the big hitters to come in again. So Topper is absolutely justified in saving the bullpen that game one blowout for us winning 2, because the aim is to win 2 in this whole series. You know, to take the split.
The Taiwan game I know there's no such thing, but it kind of felt as we're out of the inning perfect. I was going to say, that game kind of felt like a scheduled loss in a way.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And I think Topper he didn't say it, but he said it, if you know what I mean. He said, it was like, well, what can I do, you know?
Yeah, and do you know what? I think I was the same. You know, as a fan, I looked at that game. It's a loss. It's a Walker loss. It's still frustrating. It's our 5th starter. We're still going to lose on our 5th starter in rotation. However, looking at the bigger picture, which is what I was trying to do, last night it was justified. We need the bullpen. It came in massive. We clinched. We need it tonight, because tonight is hopefully the night where we take the division. Boom. The boys can party. Hangover game tomorrow. We'll send out Lazard and Woods again, and then Allard.
I'm hoping we see Stubbsy tomorrow, because if we see Stubbsy tomorrow, I feel like we'll be celebrating tonight.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll be ESPN tomorrow. And I can't stay up and watch another game live all night for a Monday, going into Monday morning, absolutely dead. I need the Phils to wrap it up selfishly, to wrap it up tonight.
Yeah.
Because I cannot go into work with such little sleep again. And I feel, you know what? Everyone's fearing the Mets in the postseason. I don't. I think the Mets are playing their postseason now. They are in absolute full intensity. I think if we played them again, potentially in an NLDS, I think they're going to be quite tired. And I think as well, they're not the complete package. I think their pitching is really good. And I was really impressed with how the Phils got to Peterson last night, who's having a fantastic season. It had been going really well. And, Schwarber's already got to Manaea. Manaea's having a nice season as well. The pitching has really helped that Mets team. They've recently found the offense, but I still don't think it's a complete offense. It's nothing. That Mets team is still in postseason environment. I still shouldn't. I know baseball's not played on paper, but still, we should have more than enough to beat this Mets, especially with home advantage, with the top end of our pitching, going to the top end of their pitching. I expect we'd struggle against Severino. We always do. But we got Peterson's number. We should have Manaea's number. Yeah, I just feel like I don't fear anybody. The D-backs concern me because of our record against the D-backs, but I still feel like there's unfinished business with the Phils against the D-backs. I feel like this time round, especially after how last year ended, there's no way they want to repeat that. There's no way. And there's a little bit of payback, postseason payback. As Casty puts one off the bat, that looked pretty good. That's going to go nicely into the glove of Nemo.
Yeah.
But the Padres, I know they've been really good second half of the year, post All-Star, but still, I just feel the Dodgers would be an epic NLCS. That would be phenomenal. But Ohtani, and touch every bit of wood I can find. But Ohtani hasn't destroyed us like he has other teams. Touch wood.
I'm just so fed up at the whole Ohtani talk. I mean, I'm sorry, but he's great. Do not get me wrong. He is great. But all you see on social media is Ohtani this, Ohtani that, blah, 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 blah. But there are so many other storylines going on in MLB as well. Like the D-backs could be on the verge of clinching a postseason berth. The Padres, the Phillies are on the brink of clinching the NL East. And all you see is this stuff about Ohtani. It is so annoying.
Well, and the irony is,
I completely agree about your point about the Mets as well. I completely agree.
The Dodgers, though, they apparently offered that fan $300,000 for that ball.
Yeah, he's going to be a very. Did you see the video of how he got it? Like he had to fight for that ball. He was not letting go.
they said I saw that auction houses apparently in America are valued at $500,000.
Oh,
So, that's
JT, oh, to the warning track, but it sort of died. That ball completely died. But yeah, he had to. I saw the video of how he got it, and there was a kid. If I was a kid, I would have given it more of a go. I feel like he gave up too easy. I would have been now, but I would that ball's history. By the way, the Dodgers still haven't won their division yet, and
No.
the Padres are what? 4 games back. Okay, the Dodgers probably have that.
I will say Padres were very lucky against the White Sox last night. We were very lucky against the White Sox.
I saw the highlights. Yeah, I was going through my highlights this morning. They were. I just feel like pitching's going to be the difference, and the Dodgers rotation is decimated again. Glasnow going down.
It's not the best. No,
it really isn't.
The Dodgers pitching rotation is so bad that they've even theorized some fans that Ohtani might pitch in the postseason. Is that
that's
bad?
A huge risk.
I just think that's suicidal, because if he goes down injured, because those Dodgers pitchers have been falling by the wayside. If they put Ohtani through that and he goes down,
they're done.
And he has to have any sort of injury to Ohtani's arm, and that is a disaster for the Dodgers. I just cannot see him risking it. I would be stunned.
Not only would he be out the postseason, he could arguably be out next year. So they wouldn't risk. I wouldn't if they did do it. They'd be stupid, but the Dodgers do stupid things sometimes. And they're not desperate.
They do, because let's be honest, the Dodgers they're bottle jobs. They cruise and wipe the floor usually with the West in their division. They win it. They wrap it up early. Then they go into sort of a slump where they are playing at no intensity. And then by the time they get the postseason, they can't get themselves going, and they fade away. Apart from the COVID year, which doesn't count. No one's counting that COVID year.
Of course, they're fine. Like the 10th inning when the game's already done anyway. So Yeah,
right. I feel the Phils can be a match for anybody. I think, again, we've got as good a chance as any to go all the way. And this year, I feel like they're going to learn from the mistakes of the last 2 years. I don't think there's any mistakes in 2022. I just feel we ran out of legs. That run was incredible, and they gave it everything. I can't complain about 2022 at all. Like, they left everything in the ballpark and on the field. Like, I could not fault them. Last year was a horrendous exit. The way we whimpered out in the end to the D-backs.
I think last year may have had to happen for us to do it this year, though. I feel like they may have needed that sort of knockback. I agree,
and I think last year has been the catalyst for the year we've had this year, without a doubt, because they went into spring training. They started the season on fire, or with last year firmly on their mind of what's happened. And this whole year, it has been World Series or nothing, win it or nothing. It's so clear from the message from up and down the organization. It will be seen as a failure if we didn't win it this year. And we're already on the 10th most successful season of franchise history with
incredible
92 wins. 93 would take us on par with the 09 team. 94 would take us on par with the 1899 team. And there's a big jump then to 97 wins and then 101, 102, which we're not going to get. We could still probably get to 97 where the 93 2010 team were, which would be the joint fifth best season ever in the franchise history. We've had so many amazing memories this season. It's been unreal.
I feel like if we clinch the East tonight and we get the bye, I think those last couple of games will be basically throwaways. I won't lie, but if anything, they want to go in, especially if they have a bye, they probably want to go out with some form, because they know that week. Obviously, a Braves fan will probably tell you and say that week just kills you, but I just believe that team's just shit. So I believe I no matter what, I know Topper will have this team fired up regardless of whatever happens anyway. And I have no doubt, whoever, like you said, we face, I feel like this team will just want it more. Our pitching is probably better than whoever we face.
Absolutely.
Our leadoff batter is better than whoever we'll probably face.
Yep.
And the thing about Kyle Schwarber, he sets the tone. Like, having him come up batting first, if he gets a home run, that just sets the tone because Trey's going to come out, Bryce is going to come out, Bloom's going to come out, Cassie's going to come out. It just sets the tone.
JT after. There's no easy outs, and even the bottom of the lineup, like we saw last night with Souza as one, should be one out for Suarez. It's close, but it is. But everyone has contributed. Weston Wilson has come in and done. Excuse me, has come in and done a fantastic job. Rojas as post All-Star has been fantastic.
So
He's so underrated.
Massively. Hi from Amsterdam. Let's clinch division tonight.
Evening.
Yes, Richard. Greetings from Amsterdam. They're an hour ahead, so there's 10:37 in Amsterdam right now. Welcome. Enjoying your Saturday, I hope. Hopefully we're going to be enjoying it tonight. But there's no easy outs in this team. Souza, he's having a really good year. And he's had to step up for Turner, for Bohm. He's gone down himself injured. He's been the ultimate utility guy and stepping guy. Last 7 games, he's hitting an average of just under 300 with a home run, 2 RBIs. By the way, and people saying on Twitter, why Stott rested again? Souza's record against Minaya, I was looking, he's 4 for 6 with 3 RBIs and 1 home run. Or it might be for 4 for 7 because I think he's been
amazing.
Up. I know Stott's going to play postseason. No, his defense is just worth.
You know what? I agree with what Topper's doing now and resting Stott because Stott does need he needs a bit of a reset with his at bats as a good pitch there from Suarez and 3-1.
Oh, really?
1 out.
All season, you think about it, because no matter the people that had gone down, Harper had gone down, Trey's gone down, Schwarber went down for a little bit as well. Stott's had to come up in all different positions, batting first, sometimes as well, being a leadoff batter, which he's not comfortable with. Sometimes you could feel. But his defense, I know that rest will do him good, and I just know postseason Stott will come alive. This whole team will come alive postseason. You'll see.
Yeah, I would really like to think so this year. I feel there's more to come from Harper. Stott. Brandon Marsh is having a career year. Where's that going? Ranger gives up the home run. It's a solo blast.
Francisco Alvarez, he's been heating up lately. He's that one player for the Mets that's, He broke up Belden Francis' no-hitter.
Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah, that's right. Alvarez has gone yard. Similar to Schwarber, literally the same location.
Yeah.
We are tied.
Oh.
This makes it exciting.
There's never. Do you know what I was thinking about it? I said it last week in last week's game. There's never a dull moment in this series, like ever. There's just even the first 2 games of this series. The 2 blowouts. There is just as a Suarez just losing his zone a little bit here. 1-0. Sal, hello from Philadelphia. Go Phillies! Yeah, let's go. I'm not too worried about this. The Phils.
I feel like this is going to be a high-scoring game anyway. I kind of felt like that going into this, so.
That's a better pitch from Suarez. Like I said, if Suarez can go 6, allowing 2 to 3, I think I'd take that. I think this offense should have enough to get past Minaya. I would really like the Phils to clinch, not obviously selfishly for us doing the watch along, but also that should be 2 outs. Ooh, well done, Harper. Good catch there. But it's on NBC, so everyone in Philly can watch this one because it's not blacked out. Apple. Do you know what? I don't know what you guys think about the Apple coverage, but I don't mind Apple as much.
I don't mind it either.
It's the Fox and ESPN. I quite like the graphics. I think the commentary is smoother. I can't stand Fox's coverage except when our friend Buck's doing it, but.
The only thing I don't like is when they're gone. They're kind of got like.
Oh no!
Gone. Oh great! Oh no!
That's gone. That's 2-1 Mets. Is that Acuna?
Acuna.
It is.
Oh no!
Just like that.
Off speed. That just literally was a meatball for him. That was a horrible pitch location. Thomas says Ranger has to be extra careful with his location without the velocity. Yeah. Oh, that is an off speed, dead. It looked like dead middle of the plate.
Can't be giving it up. Yeah.
Acuna, well, he was waiting for that all the way. All the way.
You know what, though? This team's full of resilience, so
Yeah, well, we've been
They'll come back. They'll come back.
We've been behind, you know, even in game one, which ended up being a blowout. We still kept clawing back.
Yeah.
Ranger, come on. He's a bit high with that. Iglesias at the plate, second time round for Iglesias.
If this becomes a blowout, I'm never coming on again.
Hey, look, I've done 2 blowouts. If we lose, we usually lose in these in style.
Worst case, we always play like rock paper scissors later if it gets to like 10 or something like that. So
well, the Phils, of course, last Saturday we were 4-0 down. We brought it back to 4-0. Oh, is that going in for a hit? It is. Iglesias now gets on base, so he's got a double and a single. And Suarez,
he's got to be careful here.
He's on 37 pitches as well.
Yeah. He started off really, really well, and now he's just sort of
He's got
But like you said with Ranger, though, like he doesn't have to be like the ace or perfect in any way. If he, like you said, if he can give you 5 or 6 innings, 2 or 3 runs, you would take that any day of the week from your fourth starter that Ranger is.
And I get the frustration because obviously we've seen Ranger Suarez be so much better than this.
Yeah.
Like pre-injury in the first half of the year, he was incredible.
He was winning Cy Young at the first couple of months of the year.
He really was.
He
really was.
I saw that.
Winning Cy Young. He was going to the first All-Star. You know, it's just. I think he's back. I do think his back is giving him trouble, but.
And I sort of feel like as that hopefully will end the inning and does. So 2-1 Mets going into the third. I feel like he's trying to pitch around his injury.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's trying to adjust and find himself and find what works best to him with whatever's as he's walking off, holding his lower back slightly. I hope that's just a reaction. All right. So 2-1 down. We've been here before against the Mets. We were down last night as well before we came rallying back. I don't know why. I actually think the Mets handled that game last night really badly. I think they took out Peterson.
They capitulated
way too early. And then we got to Ottavino, but the Mets just seemed to self-implode.
I feel like they kind of just like, you know what, screw this sort of sense tomorrow.
It's how it's literally how it like a typical Mets sort of Mets again. It was just a really weird. What are they doing? Like, why take? I know Peterson was slightly struggling, but why you take him out there? You know, he would have thought to get him out the inning, but they went their own bullpen game.
Peterson's the longest game he's gone into was Phillies, and the shortest game he's also gone into this season was Phillies. Weird, it was a weird one that. But he did he looked surprised himself that he got taken out as well. Like he even looked around and was like, "What?"
Yeah, for them. It was a messy game all around. It was horrible for them.
They were just being the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets. Beautifully for us. The Mets. So who we got? Where are we in the order? I think we're down to Wilson, Rojas, and then back to Kyle. Rojas had a game last night, 2 for 5, but 1 triple, 1 double, 2 RBIs, stolen base. Postseason, his average is 0.269, which is great. It's exactly what we want from Rojas. Anything over 250 is a bonus for me with his defense. He's had 8 doubles. 2 triples, 8 RBIs, including the 2 last night. Rojas, if he can give us not only that defense, but some good offense to go with it.
You just know in the season, Rojas is going to make a crazy play, like out of just like a crazy play. You just know it. I was thinking about Rojas, something's coming with him.
Like that, the game against the Braves last year in the postseason, that incredible catch at the wall, which I was literally stood behind and fought it for, and it was bases loaded as well. I thought it was gone. I think it was either going to go out for a grand slam, it was going to drop in, and 3 runs were going to score. But Rojas just gives you some magic, you know. I've only been watching the Phillies for 11 years, but I've never been so excited by a fielder like him. You know, the plays he makes, it's just electric.
On the TV, sounded like a home run. That's how loud it was. Like the save itself felt like a home run, you know. And that's when it's been explosive play.
Oh yeah, and he nearly had one the other week when he unfortunately put it into the bushes. Did all the hard work, caught the ball, and then sort of just knocked his wrist, and the ball just fell out, fell out for a home run. Wilson strikes out. Can't let Minaya get into a groove. Wilson's never faced Minaya. It's his first time. Rojas is 0 for 3 against Minaya so far. Let's see what Rojas can give us here. As is he taking a bunt there?
Yeah, he was trying to.
2-0, 2-0 straight away on Johan Rojas. So the Phils looking to bounce back, but as they have done a lot this series, as Rojas free flailing there. 2-1. So I'm trying to send links at the same time. Right, let's get my full screen back on because I can't even see. Oh, my volume's gone. Here we go. All right, Johan. Kyle up next on deck. Can't get Minaya get into a groove because then we are in a bit of trouble. Rojas is not really near either of those two strikes at the moment. Timings look a bit off. Oh, it's Ben Davis. I'm going to turn it down. Minaya 1.98 as Rojas gets that one, fouls it off. Minaya's last 7 games, his ERA is good. It's I tell you that it's 2.81. He's pitching well, and again, part of that Mets resurgence. I didn't realize that going into the All-Star game, they were 10 games below 500.
It's extraordinary the turnaround that they've had. It really is.
They've literally had the Phillies season of 2022 of how they've turned it round. As Rojas pops up, that's not. Oh, no, it's not going to drop. Rojas is out, but their turnaround's been remarkable. But I just feel they're going to get again. I don't think they're going to go the whole hog in the off season.
I feel like their whole season changed after London. Like we kind of had
it did. Yeah,
London,
yeah, it did.
Back from London, we just went on a wee bit of a damp squid, basically. So it's kind of probably our fault, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was our fault that the Phils slumped.
Everything's London's fault, you know. You go to London, you automatically lose. So after all the rest of the season, Kyle, that's correct.
And Kyle, that wasn't great. Yeah, it's sort of like the Phils came into London series red hot. The Mets came in stinking, and then the two teams left vice versa. The Phils schedule got stupidly more difficult, but the Mets came out hot from that series, and the Phils really had a bad month after. It was horrible. You know, we were below 500, playing below 500 baseball. We have stayed the ship, and in fact, September's not been a bad month for the Phils. They're getting hot again at the right time, which is what it's all about. Going in the postseason, you want to be getting momentum, which is the only concern I have about if we get the bye spot is the time off, because the Phils are very sluggish coming out the All-Star break. So there's slight concern, but I have every faith in this team.
I don't know if you've answered this in the stream before. You probably have, but would you have Sanchez pitch at home in the playoffs?
all day.
Yeah,
and I know his last 2 road starts have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But his home starts are unreal. He just finds it so comfortable pitching at home, and I think you'll be crazy not to utilize that. You know, and Nola goes well on the road in post games. He's proved it. So swapping Sanchez and Nola around, or having Sanchez pitch at home whenever you can, I think it's massive. It's an advantage. Sanchez loves it at home. He's comfortable. He's in such a groove. The whiffs he gets from the opposing players is unreal. And I just think it's a no-brainer. I don't care if it's rarely done and it's not the proper way of doing things. Who cares? You take any advantage you can in the postseason. If Sanchez has given you that ridiculously low ERA and the amount of strikeouts he gets and the amount of grounders he gets, it's huge. I would have, with the first 2 games at home, I'd have Wheeler Sanchez all day going 1 and 2.
100%. And I'm comfortable with Nola pitching away from home anyway. So, Nola's done it. Like, Nola, the thing about Nola, I feel like postseason he just becomes a different animal sometimes, and I'm 100% comfortable with Nola. Like, I've no doubts, and I know Sanchez would probably rather pitch at home, like you said yourself. I feel like at home he's the best pitcher in the league sometimes. So,
Yeah, he is like his stats. I think he has the second lowest ERA on at home. And his last 2 road games have been a lot better. You know, the way he bounced back last night was after the poor first inning was excellent. Really was.
After
I
that
just
first,
wish.
it's incredible.
Oh yeah. I just wish sometimes we can get one more inning out of Sanchez. But then you think, oh, actually, he's a 4th starter. You know, the fact that you're getting 5 quality innings out of Christopher Sanchez and where he's come from to give us that in the first place is outstanding.
I mean, I remember them noting on the broadcast, like leaving them said themselves, if he just waited like a month later to sign that contract or whatever, he would probably be a lot richer than he is now. Because that contract is probably one of the most friendly pitching contract.
And Nola's is as well. Good K there for Suarez. He needed that, but Nola's in a great contract as well. Very, very,
Very
club
good
friendly.
contract. I liked it a lot when he first signed it. I mean, not all pitching contracts work out, but you know.
Well, Walker's Walker's the other side of that one.
Taiwan Walker's is the perfect example, but yeah, I mean.
But that's baseball. It's sport. No, baseball.
Yeah.
It's sport. You know, you take a punt on these players. They just don't work. Walker just hasn't worked out. As Suarez is just. Oh, he's given it. His location's a lot better now. He's starting to just paint the corners.
You notice like with him, his pitching is going straight to his back. That's a bit concerning. I hope it's just the way he's standing up, but
keep an eye, because I thought he walked off the last inning slightly holding his back. His velocity's good though. His velocity looks a lot better than it has been. So that's a promise. I thought Citi Field was full today. I've seen a lot of empty seats,
especially behind
home play in the outfield. You know what?
The park last night. To be fair, last night was almost a sellout. I thought.
I think officially tonight is officially their 4th sellout of the season. And
yeah,
if you look at
their
the bank,
4th sellout. I saw that.
And it was. You look at the bank, which has been sold out nearly every single night, and we've had some
just
big
incredible
postseason atmospheres already this year. It's just nowhere. There's nowhere. I know, obviously, we've been biased, but you know, I look at LA, the Dodgers sometimes. I look at the Braves, although that's a bit of a graveyard at the moment. But even the Brewers, as Suarez walks,
Brewers was empty.
Alonso, but Brewers sounded flat. They just clinched the division, and it felt real lame. Like it's just nothing. Like, and what the Brewers have done this year has been incredible. Like I didn't have them making the playoffs this year.
They're a team that, I mean, I'm not, like you said, we have to, whoever you face, you have to face in the playoffs regardless. But Brewers is a team that could make a sneaky run, like one of those teams that you don't expect it, but they're one of the ones you would probably bet on. Like if there's a team that a dark horse, Brewers would probably be mine. I feel like them or the D-backs, I think. Yeah,
the Brewers pitching. I know we swept them just before the London series before they at home.
Yeah,
and all the games in Milwaukee, I think game 1 was a bit of a blowout, but game 2 and 3, we won. What would we win? Game 2, lost game 3, if I remember it, or was it the way around? But it was close. It was close with Milwaukee, but their atmosphere, the ballpark was flat, like really horrible.
I mean, even to be fair, even the games in Philly, like we swept them, but it was like the closest sweep I probably ever seen, because the Brewers, every game they were pretty competitive, even though we swept them. And like obviously Reese got his moment, which was really cool to see. But like they're a sneaky good team, the Brewers, and the massive division, you know.
And I don't like the idea of facing Reese Hoskins in the postseason. I hate it. I hate it. And that's right, because game 3 wasn't it 3-2 we lost, or I think it was 3-2, and because Hoskins got the home run against Nola. Nola actually pitched really, really well. We were, the Brewers would be a good series, but I feel like the Dodgers have the easier side right now as it's laid out. But bring them all on. Bring them all on. I don't care.
It should be a good series, because this sounds really bad to Brewers fans if anyone's watching, like from the Brewers side, but I feel like the Phillies would take a lot of fans to Milwaukee as well. Like I feel like that could take over.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like anywhere, like even Arizona last year in the NLCS, the Phillies fans went their numbers down to Arizona, The Phil's fans, as we know from London and every
Travel.
road game they've had, have travelled so
They
well.
were everywhere, literally. I saw more Phillies fans than Mets fans.
It
Sorry
was
to
a takeover. It was a literal Philadelphia takeover. It was unreal. We knew they were going to travel well,
Because
but
they've traveled all year. Because remember, even at Fenway, they took over Fenway Park, which is kind of insane to think about. You know, when they take over Fenway is one thing, and like even at Dodger Stadium as well. Earlier in the year, tons of Phillies fans at Dodger Stadium as well. And
yeah,
obviously,
it's wherever the Phillies go, and it'd be great to have of course, if we get to the World Series, it'd be great to have an East Coast team there with us, whether it be the Orioles or the Yankees, because having the Phils just traveling down the road, literally, or up the road to any of those two teams in the World Series, the Phils fans would travel. I'll be there that week over stateside. I'll go to New York. I wouldn't pay ridiculous money, but I would, if I can get a ticket, I would absolutely go to one of the road games.
I think the one I like the Orioles. That I understand they're a divisional rival to us, but I like them as a team. I enjoy watching them. My biggest concern I have with the Orioles is their starting pitching. Although Corbin Burns has been really turning it around lately, I'm worried for their starting pitching because they've had so many injuries. Like I saw their rotation at the start of the season. I thought, wow, they could be really onto something here. And I had them winning the East, and then Bradish got hurt, Rodriguez got hurt,
and they got and Kimbrel declined again, imploded.
I'm like, wow, and Kimbrel. Let's not talk about Craig Kimbrel. I mean,
Phil's Orioles would be great. It really would. I think for me that would be the Dream World Series, the Phillies versus the Orioles. I think for baseball as well, that would be amazing.
I think for baseball it would be amazing, but if I had to think the MLB would want, they would probably want Phillies Yankees. I feel like they would want that for sure.
Yeah, they would. They want the big market.
Oh, I mean, if they had a choice to be Dodgers Yankees right now, that's what it choice.
I hope it's not Dodgers Yankees. I mean,
I
couldn't even pick a side for that.
In general, the Phils are out the World Series. I'm not that interested. I can't get excited for it.
I didn't watch any of last year's World Series because I was so brokenhearted. I was that bad. Couldn't watch any.
No, I didn't watch any of the Rangers D-backs. I just couldn't. I just didn't care. I was just, as soon as the Phils are out, I just switch off. I'm done. I sort of sulk for 2 months.
Kind of crazy though. The Rangers are out. Like I was kind of mad when you think about it. Like the defending champions already out.
Season they've had. I know they've been hit by injuries as well, but
they've been
going in for a hit.
Yeah.
Rangers pitch counts.
Is it 61?
61. Yeah. We could do from getting out this inning sharpish.
If we could get into the fourth inning, then I'll be whatever happens then.
Yeah, but I like at this point, getting him through 5 would be good for the Phils. Is that Caleb coming out? Yeah.
I mean, I think you're probably just trying to get him together. But
does he look uncomfortable to you? I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't feel he's comfortable out there. Like even then, as Caleb was coming out, he was trying to stretch off his back. Like his arms were going up.
I will be staying up for the World Series.
I'm staying up for the 8 p.m. starts. I can't imagine you'll be staying up for the World Series games without the Phillies in it. Oh yeah, no. If the Phils aren't there, I'm not interested. Unless it's sort of like an underdog. If the Orioles were there, then I would. If it was a clincher or something, I think I'd stay up for it. I remember when the Royals won it, I stayed up for that.
That was unbelievable.
That was awesome. That was one of my favorite non-Phillies World Series. It's watching the Royals win it, and then the year the Giants won it, when Baumgartner somehow pitched the day before and then came in and pitched another 2 innings, like the unbelievable pitching to win the Giants the World Series. That was fun, but if it's Yankees, Dodgers, or like anything like that, I'm not interested. Not even the Padres. Unless it's the Orioles. If the Phils weren't there,
I just
wouldn't be interested.
If it's Baltimore and Dodgers, I'd probably watch that. I feel like I would love the Orioles to kind of get the job done.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I would love to see the Dodgers not to fail. or anyone the Mets played. Who else would be there? D-back. Yeah, D-backs don't. I can't watch Padres and D-backs. Nobody watched the Trash World Series last year. It was like D-backs Rangers in a whole just
It was so
didn't do it for
underwhelming.
anybody. Wasn't it the lowest viewed World Series in modern history? I think I'm pretty sure that's right.
I will say the game, I can't remember when it was in the playoffs, but the Rangers-Astros series was actually really good.
It was.
That was actually one of the best series.
Which one? Sorry, which one was that? As Suarez gets out of it. Which one was that?
It was the AL. Wasn't it the ALCS?
I think it was the CS. Yeah.
Oh, Astros. What, last year or the year before?
Last year.
Oh, the Rangers, Astros last year. Yeah.
Really
I saw the highlights. Great series. Great baseball contest. Proper on the line.
When we were at the Astros getting back to World Series, that team knows how to get it done in the postseason, man. Like, that team just knows how to get there.
I can't believe that they're on the brink of the AL West title. They have had a horrid season. Like, they were, I think themselves
I could
going
sit
into
and talk about them all day, the Astros.
They were like 10 games back going into the All-Star and have turned that division's trash. It's terrible. Yeah. Angels, A's, terrible. The Mariners are giving it a good fight to the end. The Rangers have just completely fell off a cliff this year. So the Astros have sort of.
I have a soft spot for the Mariners, to be fair. I don't know. I just love their unit.
Underdog. Again, it's like the Orioles. They're like an underdog team. Yeah. Like the Mariners. It's a team that, again, if the Phils weren't involved in any postseason or were, and the Mariners got there, I wouldn't begrudge them seeing them win it.
I'm sorry, I really don't like the Mariners.
Yes, you're a Blue Jays fan. That's
I fully understand that. Yeah, that's like us rooting for the Braves. Yeah, you couldn't do it.
Honestly, that day I felt so heartbroken, and then they cheer for a player who gets injured. I mean, I'm sorry, I have no respect for you.
Yes,
and then when we
won, how it is. Let it all out. Yeah.
And then when we won the series this year. We won the series against them in Seattle, and the same player they cheered for hits a winning homer against them. Unlike,
I imagine that Toronto, Seattle gets gets quite a bit of road support, wherever it is, right?
Isn't it? Don't they sell Blue Jays jerseys at the Seattle Mariners stadium when they're there? Yeah. I find that mad. Like, imagine us selling Braves jerseys at Citizen Bank Park.
Never.
Philly fans would burn
any opposing jersey being sold would be burnt. Phil's fans would buy it to burn it. It wouldn't happen.
I think it's the ultimate troll job, and I'm here for it. The Mariners are not going to make it anyway. So
they're only 2 games out.
I still don't think they're going to make it. I tell you who I think could make it: the Tigers.
I can't believe the Tigers are even in this position.
Yeah. Pitching got them there. Pitching's just insane from them.
I cannot believe they're in there.
It's mad.
Turner, that's not
getting there.
Feels just struggling with the bats a little bit. They are now starting to make contact with Mania, but it's all pretty much infield. The Tigers are on the BBC tomorrow. BBC One.
Oh yeah,
against the Orioles.
Tigers Orioles. That should be fun.
Which is actually not a bad game. It's actually quite a fun game because both teams are playing for something. I'd rather watch that than the Yankees Red Sox last week on the BBC.
I didn't even watch it. Didn't even know. I didn't
watch that last week. No,
I didn't. I mean, you have 2 teams going up against each other, big rivals. Yankees are basically in the postseason. The Red Sox are pretty much out of it. I mean,
they're not even.
It was only going to go one way. Really.
Whereas this, it's a shame ESPN took this game because I feel Phillies would have probably been on their list to show on the BBC. As Harper. Nemo's got it.
Was our game in London on the BBC or was it ITV? I know it was on TV.
BBC, yeah, it was on iPlayer.
BBC.
They would have probably been interested in me thinking
it was on the red button and on the iPlayer. Because Darren Fletcher was doing the commentary, who I thought did really well.
On TNT. He was on TNT Sport.
Oh, is he on the TNT commentary?
Yeah, it was Melanie Newman for the BBC Sport.
Isn't she or
Yeah, she's the Orioles broadcaster.
Yeah, she does. Or she's good as bone
Yeah.
I
fly.
really
That's a
like
terrible
her.
name.
She's great. Unpopular opinion. I'm going out on a limb here. I prefer her to Dan Shulman for the Jays. I'm sorry.
Wow. All right.
I'm sorry.
She is good. Like she's excellent. Like when I've seen her on the BBC or on these clips of Orioles, she's one of the best out there.
I will say a lot of Canadian commentators get a lot of bad rap, especially like Raptors ones and like Maple Leafs, obviously, and Blue Jays as well. Do get a bit of a bad rap because they're like there's bias, but apart like the Canadian ones are extremely biased. Which
Oh
I
my
guess
gosh, like the number of times I've watched the broadcast this year and they can't stop hyping up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It is insane. It's like he's the only player we have on this team. And I know we've been absolutely shit this year, but we have other players on this team as well. I mean, like you've seen, unfortunately, Will Wagner's gone on the injured list. I hate to break
Oh,
it to
not
you
Will
guys.
Wagner, not Will Waggers.
oh,
His season is officially over. I hate to break it to you, but
Oh,
it's
we've still got. I'm trying to think who we've still got on this team. We've still got Springer, and we've still got. I'm trying to think who else we have. We have Lopafido. We have. I can't even think of who we've got on this team. Bo Bichette's hurt. Kevin Gorsman. That's about it.
I forgot
Yeah.
about Bo Bichette. Yeah,
I
of
was gonna-
course.
was Bobby shit. I was going with him. Like Sophie, I know you've been on here before, so you've probably been asked by Dave or whoever else has been on. But where are the Blue Jays at? Like, are they going to rebuild? Are they going to go try and get next year with Vlad and everyone? Because like, kind of feel like they're in the middle of no man's land right now.
They are planning to run it back with the same team with Bo and Vlad, but in my opinion, I think with Bo Bichette, I think is at a crossroads right now because he's got career low numbers, but at the same time, he said he wants to win a championship with Vladdy, and there have been loads of trade rumors that have come out. I think at the moment, I think he is going to be on this team next year. I think it depends on how we do. Because if we do badly next year and sell at the deadline, then Bo Bichette's going to go. And I think a rebuild could be on the cards. But at the moment, they are still planning to run it back with the same team. But they've got to do so many things in the off-season. Like rebuild the
sort that bullpen out.
Yeah, it's the worst in the major leagues.
Like, how can you go for a perfect game all the way to the ninth and then completely against the Mets as well of all teams? Like, that was disgusting.
It was. It was horrendous.
The Blue Jays are in such a large market that doing a rebuild is probably extremely difficult.
It is hard, yeah. It is really, really hard. And you've got big contracts as well.
Yeah.
So they're going to be really hard to shift. Like I don't see Springer or Kevin Gorsman going anywhere anytime soon because they're on big contracts and they've got low value. I could see Chris Bassett going. I'm going to go out on a limb.
See the former A's pitcher? Was he at the A's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was at the A's and he was at the Mets. I could see him going.
Oh, yeah, of course he was.
I think Bo Bichette's going to stay, but I'm not completely convinced that he's going to be here long term.
I thought he might get traded near the deadline. I won't lie, last time, but I think the Blue Jays kind of thought they maybe have a push into the playoffs. Obviously, didn't come to fruition. Obviously Vlad's a kind of big market guy, and I feel like once if they trade Vlad, that's obviously probably signals that they are going to do a rebuild. But like I said, I feel like the market's so big in Toronto, and obviously like, the whole country supports that one team pretty much. I feel like they couldn't do a rebuild because it wouldn't go down well with a lot of fans. I feel in Toronto and in Canada probably.
I think the biggest thing they have to do in the off season, and Dave, you've probably seen my tweets, but I think they need to get rid of John Schneider. I just don't think he is the right guy.
You're not a Schneider fan, are you?
No, I'm not. I mean,
by the way, it's going to come in. Ranger Suarez is at a very, very quick 1-2-3 inning, which is much needed, and he's still on, I think, 71 pitches. So that's
oh god, and it's 3-0 Braves. Woo!
As you say that, and the Jays go down. Fire Schneider.
Run to homers again. This
I
stupid bullpen.
I used to work in Leeds, and we used to get a lot of Blue Jays fans in, and they're pretty much repeating what you're just saying. No lie, like they were been repeating that for a long time.
The Jays are due over for London. Well, they were due over for Paris. They were meant to be the Yankees. Jays was supposed to be the Paris game, but
I heard London.
the French
thing.
went broke, so they could.
Well,
But I think the Jays will come over. I think the Jays will with the market they have, especially over here. I think the Jays would 100% come over. The amount of expats.
I've got
over
fun
here.
on Blue Jay. I think they bleed Blue Jays as far if I remember correctly. So like a lot of Scottish people have family in Toronto, in Canada in general as well. I know Blue Jays, Raptors, Maple Leafs are all a huge support in the UK for Canadian teams.
Yeah, it would make every bit of sense if the Jays came over. Absolutely. There's Daniel Harry. Hey guys, sad to see losing score that the last time we got whipped. Yeah, exactly. That's why after last Saturday we're not too worried yet. Not too. And Suarez had a big bounce back 1-2-3 inning. Good offense. It'd be good to get some runners on base. Let's give Minaya some problems. We're not giving him any problems. Hello from Philly. Great to have you here. We seem to always get this period in games a slight lull. The bats are just trying to find themselves again, but I'm not worried. I'm not. Where are we up to line up? So it'll be Casti, JT, and Souza coming to the plate, and hopefully more. The Phils was at the top of the fifth. This is about the time. Was it last night? Was it the fourth last night? The fifth last night? The big 6 inning run.
Just
Who's that?
Kind of crazy.
Need to get Manaya's pitch counts ridiculous. Was that 45? 46?
48?
48.
49.
49 as Casti launches one. Get out. Go!
Yes!
Level, baby! Yes!
Here we go.
Let's go!
Get the home run on. Nick Castellanos. Huge. We're tied. Whew.
Yes.
I better check if someone's died, just in case.
Yeah. Yeah. Nick Castellanos, that's his third home run in these watch-alongs. And he's been on fire. That's in the last 7 games. I was just saying he's been hitting .286. That's now his second home run in the last 7 games. 4 RBIs. Of course, he got 2 RBIs last night. He was 3 for 5. And by the way, that's his third home run against Minaya. He absolutely loves going against Minaya. He's now 6 for 14, 4 RBIs, 3 home runs. Casti yet again getting to Minaya. Love it.
Let's go.
That is huge. That's why we weren't worried. All right. Tie game. As soon as I cut Daniel, that's what happened last time. When you came on, we turned it around. Maybe it's you, Daniel. Maybe you're the piece. Well, that's the same. All 4 home runs, I swear, have gone to that same spot.
I was literally thinking that. I was like, what is there something about that spot?
Is it a low port? It's a low porch out there, isn't it? But that's massive. Carl went, let's go, Casti. That was huge. I tell you what, off the bat, I wasn't sure. I looked at him and thought, oh, is that going to fly out? But it just kept going. Tie game. It's back on. Here we go. And JT now at the plate. And JT's been going well the last few games as well of recent.
He has, yeah.
And having JT back has been massive as well. Bowman JT coming back into the lineup it's just settled things down nicely for the Phils. JT hitting, in fact, he's had a good average this year. But of course, he's missed not a big chunk of the season.
He's a lot of steals. Ironically, he's had a lot of steals when he's got on base this year, JT.
Yeah, his average is 2.67. Although he flails there, and that's a horrible strikeout. But it's a 2.67 average this year. RBIs and home runs down. But he has missed a chunk of time this season behind the plate. Although not a bad thing with how much he's used. He has had that little break this year. We were out Marchand as well, weren't we? Which Marchand just always seems to be injured.
Alex's rant. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Sophie, but Alex's rant on that whole situation was like the best part of all of that.
Oh, with the whole Stubbsy, Marchand, JT debate. Yeah, Alex was on a literally 10-minute tiring of putting everybody to bed with the whole debate.
All of it.
It was facts, you know.
Oh.
The problem is Marchand just can't stay healthy. That's the only problem, which is a concern going forward. How's it looking, guys? Hello, Matt. Hello, old friend. It's going all right. It's getting to a tie game. Phillies have come back in it. Casty's solo home run has tied the game. Suarez, if he can get through this next inning, and then we have to have a shutdown inning next. This is another horrible. That's Souza. Horrible at bat from Souza. That's another strikeout. But we need Suarez 1, 2, 3, or just a shutdown inning in the next inning. Oh, Spencer Turnbull's back in rehab.
Austin Hayes must be due back soon as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're going through the rehab injury report. So I know Hayes is playing today.
Hayes is playing today, yeah, in AAA.
That's good news. Need Hayes.
Getting Spence back for the postseason could be quite low key, under the radar, good. Especially because he was doing.
Oh, that's unlucky. Who was that? Wilson, straight at third base. That was really unlucky. That's the end of the inning for the Phils. Yeah, Turnbull, depending on where they put him, they're going to put him in the rotation. There'll be bullpen. I'm pretty sure it'll be bullpen. They can't throw him in the rotation. But Phillies, 2 hits, 2 runs. Just seeing.
The thing is, it shows the strength of our bullpen, though, when Spencer Turnbull could come out of our bullpen, considering how good he was at the start.
He'll be a good long man. Like, he should be the man doing what Allard and Lazard are doing now, really. Going at 2, possibly 3 innings. That would be massive. That would be huge for the Phils to have a long arm, because we don't really have one. Lazard's done okay. Allard will be probably going back down anyway. Yeah. I don't think he'll make the postseason roster.
Neither will Taiwan Walker.
Taiwan Walker won't get anywhere near the postseason roster. And when Hayes comes back, who goes down? I suppose it'll be Cal Stevenson, but we'll all remember the Cal Stevenson. In fact, it was this time last week. It was our last watch along, the Cal Stevenson game.
Yeah.
Oh man, yes. The 2-run double, the catch.
Cal Stevenson.
I've never said the name Cal Stevenson so much ever. And in fact, he hasn't. Well, that was his moment. That was his contribution. If we win it all, he rightfully deserves a ring for that performance alone, because that dug us out against the Mets last week. But I think this one is going to be a lot closer. This one, I feel, is going to go the distance.
Extra innings, maybe even. Might be in for a long night.
Oh.
At this rate, I think we could be headed to. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but we could be headed to extras. It depends who. I'd say the Phillies bullpen is definitely more stable than the Mets one, and the Mets used a lot of relievers last night. So I think it depends on who's available for them.
I'll get to that question in a minute. I think if it's about the bullpens, I fancy ours. I would. I'll tell you what, I would love to win the division in the 9th inning, getting to Diaz. Just would be with his big entrance, his big trumpets, Timmy trumpet, and just for Bryce Harper to smash one out the park to win us the title. That would be absolutely glorious. In fact, I'm going to put it down. Harper's going to win it at the top of the 9th against Diaz. That would be.
Go bet on Dave.
Poetry. However, we have to get there first. Although, if we can wrap it up before that, that'd be great as well. Do we give Lorenzen too soon? No, I think we're justified. Lorenzen hasn't gone on to do. Where is he? Where is Lorenzen? Rangers?
He's with the Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
He moved around. I think he went somewhere else and got traded, possibly.
I've got a feeling he's got. I don't think he's done anything since. So I think it was, again, Lorenzen came in and contributed. You know, he had that no-hitter.
Oh, it was amazing.
Which was it was amazing. The first one in so many years. Is that hopefully it's nice. Suarez, by the way, finding his groove. Yeah, but I don't think we gave up on Lorenzen too soon. I think it was he came in, contributed, did his thing, was a great help at the time. But they also probably knew that was the most they were going to get out of Lorenzen.
Short-term move, to be fair, I think. And to be fair, the best thing about that Lorenzen no-hitter was the fact I think he did it in Vans, if I remember correctly.
He did, and they're in the Hall of Fame now, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
And he wasn't very good since then. You know, that was like his one moment for the Phils, and then a bit like Cal Stevenson came up, had that incredible moment, and then just sort of wilted away after that.
I think he came out in the post times from the bullpen, but if I remember correctly, there wasn't anything like spectacular.
No, I'm just trying to rattle my brain of any other impactful appearances that he had post
I think he,
no hitter, but I can't think of any.
I
So,
remember
no.
he played against the Pirates, and I think he had a good game, if I remember correctly. And then, of course, there was no hitter, no
He
hitter.
started amazing, didn't he? He had because I remember his mum being in the crowd. Like, it was a lovely family moment when he got it. He started his career here fantastic, but then he just faded
He fell
away.
apart.
I don't think he fell. It was just more of like we had better. I think we just probably had a slightly better, and like he had his moment, and like that moment will still go down.
Although saying that, is he better than Walker? As Suarez, big swing and a miss. That's a big K. And Suarez, who's still now pitching his third K, he's at 82. This is at the start of the game. If we can get Suarez through 5 with two runs allowed, we'd have all taken that at the start.
Yeah,
that's what you said at the beginning as well.
Yeah, and this now is get through 5. Maybe they'll put him out if they can get a quick out here. They may bring him back out for the 6th. I think they're going to have to.
Oh yeah. Get this out of this.
Let's see. This is a big at bat right here. Pete Alonso has walked twice already. If he's gonna go into the 6th, he needs this out really, and within 5-6 pitches.
Gets into the next. If he gets into the 6th, there's at the bottom of their lineup as well. I think if I'm right. Yeah.
They're at Alonso now, so they'll be going to mid to bottom. Yeah, they'll be going.
I feel quite confident if him going into the 6th after that.
Which then it would be a bonus.
Yeah.
If we could even get Ranger going 6th, let's get through this. I think it's 2-1. I don't think Ranger's too interested in pitching to Pete at the moment. Dave, are you doing Bryant tomorrow? Yes, I am. I am going to the game tomorrow. Big game. Win that, we go back in a 4th.
Fun.
Can't wait. Forrester started really well. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's get through this Ranger bit. I think he's going to walk him here.
Yeah.
He is not throwing anywhere near the strike zone.
Yeah, he's trying to get Pete to bite, but I don't think it's happening.
It's Brandon Nimmo at the plate. I'd rather we just intentionally. Why don't we just intentionally walk him? We just wasted 5 pitches there.
And no intention of even going near that.
No, I would have just intentionally walked him. Which pretty much was what that was. Unless he was hoping that Pete was going to swing at a few, but Pete's.
No, Alonso knew. Pete knew he was doing there. He knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, this is okay. This is a big one. Brandon Nimmo at the plate.
Have to get Brandon Nimmo out.
So we're at 87 pitches. He went there. He didn't. So it's 1-0. So all good and well, Walker Alonso, but this is where now you can't make it. You can't. You have to get this out.
I don't think Rangers says 100 pitches. I think he gets maybe 95. He gets to 96.
I'm starting to think now this will be his last inning. He's 0-2. So this.
It's a big one.
9. Well, I don't know. But this is a tough one. Do you sort of cash in of what Rangers given you, or do you push your luck and gamble for more? He's got to get out.
I would just take him out after 5.
I think I would. I think I would cash in. Cash in on what Rangers given you. 5 innings, 2 earned runs. Thank you. Again,
that's a good performance. What more can you ask for, really?
Oh, he's got him.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Ranger. Beauty. Nimmo's having a. Oh shit! I'm not going to make jinxes like that yet in the game, but that's a beauty. All right. Well, I think I don't know about you guys in the chat, but would you cash out on Suarez right now? He's giving you 5 innings, 2 runs.
I will say I think I would put him out again, but I don't think Tucker will.
On a short leash.
Yeah.
I think, Jeremy says, that's it for Ranger. That's a good way to end it. I think so. For me personally, I think I would cash out and then get to the meat of the bullpen. Ruiz may come in, low-ish leverage, 5th inning, and then get the big hitters in. I agree. Let him have his day on a high note. Yeah, yeah. Because the thing is, if you gamble putting him back in and then he got shelled, or even gave it in this sort of game, gave up a run, the Phils
Yeah.
go behind. His head's going to drop because it's such a big moment and such a big game. It's a clincher again for the second day running. So I would rather have it in the bullpen's hands with the way the bullpen's been going with the high leverage situations. Brian says I'm a Phillies fan from Philly on honeymoon in Dublin, and I'm hanging. Oh, cool, man! Enjoy. Well, first of all, congratulations. I hope you're enjoying Dublin.
Congratulations.
Great city, and I imagine you're having a lot of fun. I think the weather's still pretty good over there. It's been good over here at the moment.
I recommend a place in Dublin. Go to Gravediggers. Really good. Good Guinness. Don't go to Temple Bar. Do not go to Temple Bar.
There you go. Recommend. Do you know what? I've been to Dublin once, but years ago. I need to go back. Thing is, it's one of those where it's like it's so close. It's just literally I could get there in an hour on a flight, but it's like, well, I'll do it someday. I just never get around to it again.
I've never been.
I will say if it's your first, do go to Temple Bar because you kind of have to do it. But I wouldn't go back like after like the first time. But I love Dublin myself, and I went to Dublin. I just went there for the day. So what I did, I flew there at 8:30 in the morning and just came back like 9 o'clock at night because the airport's so close to the city. It's easily done.
It's in the city, isn't it? Because I connected in Dublin going to Philly back in April.
Stay away from Temple Bar.
It's sound advice.
It's a tourist trap, but if you go there if it's your first time in Dublin, go there for like the vibes. It's good for the vibes. Have one Guinness, it'll cost a fortune, and then just
unless your honeymoon over, you're broke. And the Irish people are great, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine with the Celtic, Scottish, Irish, you guys get along like a house on fire. Some Irish were a little bit, it's banter. They like to give the English a bit of banter. We can give it back. But I imagine you Scots and Irish get along like a house on fire, don't you?
I live in Glasgow, so it's like the epicenter for where I am.
Yeah.
So it's a controversial subject where I am, so I stay out of that one.
Yeah, let's not dive into that on a baseball watch along.
Yeah, not a baseball.
As Rojas pops one up, is that going to go foul? Yes, it is. Rojas fighting here. A pint of Irish Guinness is heaven. And my name is because say you got an Irish surname there. Guinness in Ireland is there's no equivalent there. It's the best you're going to get anywhere. A tub of ice with the kidney removed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pretty much, Brian. As Rojas is gonna make this one interesting.
So who's warming up in the bullpen? I just turned around at the last second.
Do you know? I didn't even see who was warming up. I've been engrossed with the Irish talk.
Rojas, I was Guinness tour. The factory tour is amazing. You do get your face on the Guinness. Highly recommend that. And you get I think you get 2 free Guinness.
I've heard about that. I've heard of
it. I've never done it personally.
I'm not a big Guinness drinker. I'm not. I prefer my IPAs, to be honest. Like I would do the Brewdog tour any day.
I don't like Bulldog. I'm sorry, I don't like Bulldog.
Oh, being from Scotland, you don't like where's that going? Oh, centre field. That's straight out.
Nah, I don't even like Tennent's. I despise Tennent's.
Isn't that sacrilege for a man from Scotland?
Yeah.
You don't like Tennent's?
I like the most Scottish guy you're ever going to meet who's actually Scottish. I don't even like I've never had a deep fried Mars bar.
Oh,
no.
Come on.
No.
I'm from Yorkshire. We used to have deep fried Mars bars on our barbecue growing up as kids.
I could not think of anything worse. I'm not even that big a fan of Arm Brew either.
Oh, Stu. Scotland's going to disown you.
I know.
Although saying that, I'm from the capital of Yorkshire tea, and I don't drink tea. I don't like it.
I don't like tea either.
Oh, hey, a fellow tea hater. I can't. It's horrible.
It just tastes like hot water.
We really have gone off on a tangent here. There's nothing happening. Phil's are 2 outs. Pretty dire at bats at the moment. Trey Turner's up. It's all it is. It's hot. It's hot water. Like,
I
everyone
love.
goes, oh, you're from Harrogate. That's where Yorkshire tea's made. It's like, yep. I don't drink it. It's horrible.
What's
Uh,
like Brighton famous for, Dave? Like, what's Brighton's signature? Is it rock? Isn't it? He's got like Brighton rock or something.
The stick of rock.
Well, if you want a stick of Brighton Rock, yeah. You've got Harvey's, which is the local brewery in Lewis, just down the road from Brighton, which actually is a really nice beer. But you got the pier, you got the scene. It's Brighton. Brighton's a cool city. I love Brighton. It's Trey Turner strikes.
I've been. It is very cool.
Brighton. I love Brighton. Brighton's awesome. Oh yeah, Daniel, I am going to the game tomorrow. As we're in between innings. Is that Alvey coming in?
Yeah.
No, it's Ruiz. I think it's Ruiz. I can't see. I think
Ruiz. That
is Ruiz coming in. Yeah, I am going to the football tomorrow. So I'm hoping that the Phils can win the division tonight. I can go to the football tomorrow. Brighton win. We go fourth in the Premier League.
Your new manager. New manager. I like your new manager. I think your new manager.
Yeah, so do I.
He's all right. He's doing all right. The jury's definitely still out, and I think it's still a little bit of De Zerbi's team.
I remember I was in Passy. We were at Passaic. I think it was the Sunday, and when the Fanatic was there, and Dave was so like pretty much dead at that point, and I told him like Brighton new manager, and Dave didn't even. He was like pretty much out of it by that point.
It was that day. I had to Google to see who he was. I'd never heard of him.
Your voice was pretty much gone. You couldn't speak by that point.
I was scared for my own health at that point. I'm not gonna lie. That Sunday was a write-off. In fact, that's the game we lost. That's the game where it finished confusingly, and I thought we were still playing until it said Mets win on the screens. I'm like, what?
The funniest part was because of that game, I had Mets fans sitting beside me, and the Mets fans at that last play, they thought we had equalized, and they were like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" I was like, "Nah, you guys look at the screen. You just won." They're like, "What?" And they didn't realize
it was such confusing
that they thought they'd lost. They're that sad
because we were sat so far back. Like it looked like, I didn't Casti make a mistake. That didn't.
Yeah, no,
something happened that Casti should have tied the game or something. I can't remember how it. Casti should have tied it. I'm pretty sure. Because Casti didn't run to first. Like, did it come off his foot? Like something happened at the
I think it came off his foot, and then he just got to run to first, and then Torrens turned the double play or something. I thought the Mets
didn't Casti's bat explode.
I can't remember. I just remember looking at the screen, going, "Oh, we've lost." Ruiz is in. Again, there's never a dull moment in the Phillies Mets series. Dan, you're off to City tomorrow. I hate that away day. I will never go back to Man City as an away fan. I won't be there for any other reason. But it's just a horrible atmosphere. Dreary. Really? Manchester's a cool city. Like I love Manchester. Good night out. Good music. Oh no, where's that going? Oh no! Phew! Straight to center field. Ruiz, who has had a fantastic season, a fantastic second half of the season, especially. He has under the radar because I don't think Ruiz gets anywhere near the credit that he deserves. Like he has been outstanding and played such a massive part, and especially in the lower leverage situations. He's been so dependable. I have been massively impressed. And still, when you think of the bullpen, you still think of Alvarado, Strom, Hoffman, Kirkering, Estevez. And like Ruiz is still usually, and then even Lazar. And Ruiz is still usually the last name you think of. You know, it's just he's that guy that just comes in, does his job, nothing fancy about him. Nothing real high velocity, just great precision pitching, gets a lot of ground outs. He's pitching really well here, actually, but he's just been so dependable this year.
He's Mr. Safety, isn't he? Like he doesn't make a mistake. He just comes in and before you realize he's gone and we're out of the inning. That's kind of what he does, and like it just shows the depth of our bullpen again. It's just kind of insane when you think about it. I don't think there's any team in the league that even comes close to the level of bullpen that we got. And again, that's why come playoff time, it's going to be so important for players like step in when times get a bit tough and a bit tight with things. And yeah, and then he's one of those players who Ruiz himself. It's just, you could just tell, like, he doesn't really get nervous when he comes in. He's always quite confident. He's always got like a smile on his face. He's very, it's just Mr. Consistent, really, isn't it?
Oh, that's gone foul.
Yeah.
And you're right. He's a player who, he comes in. You feel like, well, that's a shot. That's a scoreless. It should be a scoreless inning. I still wouldn't put him in high leverage situations, but with the bullpen being as good as it is, you don't need to. He knows his role. He comes in that what we're in now, the 6th inning, 7th inning spot. Do not believe the London curse. Stop it. I have had too much of that on social media, and I'll keep banging the drum. Our schedule got significantly tougher since London. It just coincided, and MLB didn't even give us a day off. They sent us to London and then sent them to Boston and Baltimore. Like, they didn't get back home until 2 weeks after they were in London. Like, the whole MLB didn't help us out at all there.
It was worse because we went. I think we were only back for like a small home game. Then we had to go to Chicago, and then I can't remember, was it Atlanta after as well? Like, it was like literally like 1 week in the space of.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just ridiculous. Honestly.
Like, it was a complete. And the Mets had like 2 home series following it, and then they went on that crazy run as Ruiz now gets his 2nd out. That was schedule. If you ever come to Philly again, go to my favorite McCuskers on the corner of. Now, I feel like I have been there before. Have I been there? I'll be there in the end of October. So I will check it out, because if the Phils aren't in the World Series, I've got some time to burn.
Philly next time, you kind of got to do like a guide for all the UK fans going over.
So that's the plan. Is I'll be doing a big a London series style vlog, but then the other way for fans who haven't been to Philly before.
I've never been.
I'm asking if we're not in, as Ruiz is now 2-1 and 2 outs. I'm going to ask the Phils if I can do some filming inside Citizens Bank as well, so I can do like a guide of the ballpark while it's empty, and just a complete travel guide for people heading to Philly, like I did for people heading to London. Ruiz is pitching beautifully, 2-2, 2 out.
I will be in Philly in November, because basically at the time I've got some stuff to do in America, so I'll be doing, I think, Boston, New York, Philly, and Chicago. I'm going to be there for a couple of weeks, so I'm excited for that. So it'll be good to get some advice.
You're not doing it Philly, Boston, New York, Chicago. You're going Boston, New York.
So I'm doing that. I start in Boston, then New York, then I think Philly. I think after that I'm flying to Chicago, and then coming back home after. That's the plan anyway.
That's ball 4. That's close. Yeah. Ruiz gives up the walk. I want to go to Chicago badly. I think that if next time I do a road trip,
Wrigley Field,
Chicago is going to be, especially when the Phillies go there. I'm not White Sox. Take so many Phillies just basically ask you to take. We'll take you to Philly, Sophie. We'll convert you. Very different.
Blue Jays Philly series in Philly eventually, you know. And drag her and give it.
Please get that, Casty. Oh, he's missed it, and it's fair.
Crap!
Damn it!
Oh, hang on. Did that go in the crowd?
Yeah.
That's not going to count as a run.
No.
Or is it?
No.
No, it's a ground ball double.
I don't think it's going to count. Wow, that's a lucky break.
Casty knows it. You can tell his reaction.
So I think Casty was unlucky not to get that in the first place, because he made up a lot of ground. It's bounced in, but then I think it's a ground rule double. Oh, here's a better angle. Yeah, it's gone straight. Oh, that's a let off. That is a let off. Wow. Okay, so 2nd and 3rd for the Mets. We're not out of it yet. And Ruiz, who was cruising for the first 2, and it's Iglesias as well.
Yeah.
This is a big AB.
Come on.
Up. He's 0-2. He's up on the count. Bottom of the 6th. 2-2 game. 2-on, 2 out. 0-2 count. All the 2s. Can Ruiz get out of this? Come on. Against Iglesias, one of the hottest hitters on the Mets team right now. And it's a dribbler. Oh, Ruiz has missed it. Is he going to get the out? He got the out.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh,
oh wow.
What a player.
Wow,
Is
wow,
that what any
wow.
Jays reliever, they would have given up a 3-run homer. So that's
Ooh.
That's big.
As soon as he missed that, I thought that was it. I thought they were going to score at least one run. And not only that, I tell you what, he did so well because it came off his glove, bounced out, and then it looked like he barehand threw it. And I thought the throw had missed as well, but he got that on the money. Wow, what a break for the Phils that inning was, because that was Casty's sort of missed it and it's bounced in for a ground rule double instead of scoring a run. Then you get that from Ruiz. The Phils. Oh baby, that was close. Yeah, that was a nail biter.
Then I'm going to take this time to take a quick toilet break for a moment because it's about to get very intense.
It is bottom of the sixth. In the bottom of the sixth. I thought we were further on than that. Yeah, I need to get another beer at some point. I feel like this. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a nail biter to the end now. This feels like one of those games that's gonna go close.
yeah.
All the way to again with our bullpen. I still sort of fancy it, but I feel like if the Phils can get a lead now, because that was a big inning from Ruiz. Yeah, Carl. It's where I sort of going. I just feel that moment, the ground rule double, the Ruiz getting that out at the end. Maybe this could be our night. We're in the playoffs. I should not be stressing as much as this. So true. It's just the Phillies' way of doing it, and it does the Phils, even though we've clinched.
Yeah.
Got to put us through this. But like I said, it's this series in general. It's us and the Mets, isn't it? It's never.
There's always been that history between the Phillies and the Mets. Like something always happens. And, even if you do clinch a playoff spot, it's like me last year. Like I didn't know whether we were going to get the third wild card, the second wild card. I was like stressing so much. I was like, oh, but yeah.
At the end of the day, what will be in the post. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You have to beat the best to get there anyway.
Yeah.
As Bryce is up on an 1 count and takes a 1-1. So is Manaea still in? Have they changed?
Manaea's still in, and his pitch count is at 77.
He could probably go another 2. Suarez looking happy. Good to see him back with a smile on his face as Harper's flailing at that. He knows he just missed that because that was one dead center. Harry says Phillies will win this. I'm with you, buddy.
Let's hope so.
I'm with you. Oh, Harper. I hate it when they show replays of Harper's AB just in case is he injured? Is he grimacing? What's up with him?
I don't think Harper is 100%, and I don't think he has been since the Toronto series.
No.
That it's been pretty clear because I was watching him during that series. He did not look 100%, but I think they just need to take those extra precautions with him going forward. Like, as soon as they clinch, don't play him every single game.
I honestly would still. I know Bryce has come out and said it won't make a difference. I still would rather Bryce have that rest as he's gone 2-2.
Yeah.
But what he's been injured this season. He's missed time again. He's playing hurt, as he keeps saying. And he's still got the ninth best average in the NL, 9th most home runs with 29. It's just his swing, man. Like it's so ferocious and such an outburst of energy, an aggressive swing that sometimes I just think, just go easy, Bryce. Go easy. 2-2 count as Bryce does get hold of that. Is that gone? Has that gone? On the track. Oh, he's caught it on the track. Oh, that was close.
Gone. Thought it was gone.
Painful. Oh. Really wanted to see another Bryce bomb as well. Oh.
Brandon,
agonizing.
Well, it was dropping for it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Bryce, it was really, really a double because Bryce wasn't really running on it.
I think Bryce thought it was.
Yeah, Bryce from the at bat. As soon as it left his bat, I think he thought that had gone. Oh man, Brandon Nimmo as well. It's always one player I can't stand. Go on, Boma.
A hell of a player, to be fair. Like I can't stand him, but like hell of a player, to be fair.
Yeah, respect. Yeah. Credit where credit's due. He's a good player, but I can't stand the guy. Damn it! I thought that was it. I could hear T-Mac getting excited as well, and I thought, oh, hello,
Yeah.
it's Boma. Oh, shoots one straight off Menaya and is out. Oh man, now the Mets are catching a break here. Bohm hit that. Like that was a rocket off the bat. Acuna's making some nice plays for the Mets in the infield. Where'd that hit Menaya off his foot?
Oh, you got so lucky there.
That was a base hit. That was going straight up the middle. Damn it. Man, they're
for walk off in the ninth after all.
both teams getting a lucky rub of the greens here.
Do you know what though? This game feel like it's gone quite quick. Like it feels like it's kind of flying by.
Oh yeah. It's only 10:47 as Casti launches one. That's not going to make the outfield. That is caught, and we're going to the top of the eighth. Oh man, it feels like he had 2 hits. 2 hits. Can't be. Oh yeah, 2 home runs, isn't it?
Two hits.
Yeah, Kyle's lead off and Casti's home run.
Casti going hard.
Oh man, they're putting us through it, folks. It was never going to be any other way. Never. And we know what the Phillies are like. And again, it is the standard Phillies hit a big scoreline a game before and then come out with 2 hits. But thankfully, do have 2 runs to those 2 hits. And who is coming out the bullpen? It won't be Ruiz again, surely. I'm pretty certain.
I trust this team is so clutch, so they're going to come through in the clutch. They're going to come through. I have no doubt. I know.
Stu, I love you. I feel the same. It's just this series against anybody else, even against the Dodgers, the Yankees. I feel we come through with the Mets. It's always something that and the Marlins. We never beat the Marlins, but I just feel that this series, it always something happens.
It's
we're in the bottom of the 7th, aren't we? Not 6th, 8th.
A spooky series always between us, isn't it? It's like something like weird. A lot of weird stuff happens. Like last couple of plays have been very weird.
Yeah, that whole inning. From the bottom of the 6th to the top of the 7th. That was just a whole weird, quirky 15 minutes of baseball.
If there's a way to win the East, still a walk off in the 9th. And
it would be the perfect.
Oh, go ahead in the 9th, yeah, and then have Estevez save it. Yeah, we'll have that. Although
Kirkering's coming in.
Good. Oh, Kirkering. I'm not going to say nothing about Kirkering because I don't want to even risk jinxing how good Kirkering's been of late. His stats are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I don't. You can see the stats on screen. 1.93 ERA. Hasn't allowed a run in over a month now, which has just probably jinxed it. Touch wood.
Yeah, that was like that with Chad Green, and then look at what happened.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just gonna sit back and take this Kirkering inning in because I don't dare jinx this with Orion. But he has been exceptional, and now I'm gonna shut up and watch how this goes as he goes outside for a ball. So where are we in the Mets lineup? Starling Marte. I'm not gonna say too much about him either because he usually comes in and kills us.
Pete Alonso is also due out. We've got Mark Vientos and then Pete Alonso.
Oh yeah.
I would just intentionally walk Pete Alonso if I were them.
Well, he's been walked 3 times, hasn't he? He's had 3 walks so far.
They're pitching.
He had to register that bat.
Unless they fancy Orion against him, I feel like they'll probably just pitch around him.
I feel. Do you know what? I feel like Orion may if no one's on base. I think Kirkering will go for it. I think Suarez with his. I don't know. I think Suarez was wise to walk Alonso every time. Kirkering is 3-1, and that was a horrible pitch.
Horrible.
All right, don't do this, Kirkering. Come on. That was.
He's been a bit rash for his control here.
Yeah, very. This is a big pitch here.
Even he was like, "What the hell is that?"
All 4. Leadoff walk. It's a rare walk given up there from Kirkering, and Pete Alonso is now in.
I don't know if he can risk walking him. That's the issue.
No, I don't want 2 on with no outs. I really don't. Oh, it's not Alonso. It's
No, it's Mark Vientos.
Oh, it's Vientos. Phew. What the other who else is playing? They've got. I don't think anybody directly. That's much better from Kirkland. I don't think we've got any other games that directly influence the field. Braves are playing the Marlins right now, but they're
Braves
out of it.
Playing the Marlins. I mean, if the Mets lose and the Braves win, I think the Braves are only one back of the Mets, and they have to play each other next week.
And yeah, big. And there's no tiebreaker decided yet in that series in between those two. So the Mets and the Braves would literally be a shootout for the postseason, and the Mets still have the Brewers to play.
That's
and the Brewers are still chasing. Well, they were still chasing the Dodgers for a bye, but they've lost to the D-backs last night. So I think they're content with a top wild card spot. So they would, as it stands, play the Mets. So they'll play the Mets last series of the season and then play them again straight away in the wild card. The way it stands,
that'd be a fun series. To be fair.
Oh, is that a strikeout? Is he given that? He has. He's not happy at all. I
wouldn't be happy, but I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah. I think. Did he go there?
Yes.
Oh, he's got. Yeah, he's gone.
Oh yeah, he did.
What's he complaining about? He's
definitely went. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
That's not the AB. Oh my word, that is.
Oh.
That is a horrible. Well, he's all right, thankfully. Kirkering's
just gonna get into the.
He needs to be careful here because you got 2 guys on base with 1 out now.
Yeah, and its location.
Nimmo coming up.
His location's wild. So Alonso's had 3 walks and a big hit by pitch on the back.
See, he's been on base 4 times, which is mad.
The Mets natives are not happy, but hey ho.
It's just got fun though. It's like a fun atmosphere now.
He's fine. He's fine. Come on. Come on, Pete. You know you're fine.
Just got to get over it, Pete. Stop being a drama king.
Yeah, it's at the top of his arm. It's the top of his arm. A little bit higher would have been more dicey. All right, Brandon Nimmo up. Nimmo 0 for 3 so far. Kirkering is being tested here. As now we're getting a mound visit, which I agree with. Let's calm it down.
Slow the game down, calm it down, get a chat, let the tensions.
Yeah, Kirkering needs this. Kirkering needs this right now. Just set them down. The Mets fans are getting a bit loud. A double play would be huge here.
I think that's what we're going to try and play for.
And now Alvarado warming up in the pen. Alvarado is on a good little run again. I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to go in form. I don't. Mound visit done. Right, Kirkering's got a really big at bat here with Brandon Nimmo.
This is big.
Double play would be huge. That would get us out the inning into the 8th. Cannot. We need an out here. We need an out. Even if the runner's advanced, we need the out here. Any way possible. A pop up, a strikeout, a double play would be fantastic. So as JT now they're really slowing it down here. JT now coming out to do some signs with Kirkering.
And they warm up the bullpen while they're doing this, so that's the thing I'm thinking.
Yeah, and they're giving Alvarado some time to warm up as well.
They're doing that.
Times getting loud. Kirkering. Oh, it's a big swing and a miss there from Brandon Nimmo.
Come on.
I'll take that.
Just got to get out of it.
Mets are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. The Phillies are 0 for 0 with runners in scoring position. Of course, both our runs coming off solo home runs. Oh, this is a big at bat right here. This is a big inning.
I feel like everybody's on the edge of the seat.
That's not good. 1-on-1. His location's just he's going low. The only good thing is he's going low. So if Nimmo makes contact with him, he's gonna highly risk grounding out for a double play. But Kirkering's just not locating these pitches. And that's
Oh,
in for a base hit, and they're going to score at least one here.
Yeah.
That's a looper
that's
as
just
well. I hate those
annoying.
ones.
I feel like that's him out.
Brandon Nimmo as well. And it's the walks. It's the walks that have cost it. Well, the hit by the walk and the hit by pitch. Punished. It was low. And yeah, Nimmo did enough. Pitch wasn't that bad, to be fair. Brandon Nimmo. All right, Mets lead again. And they've got a run at third as well.
Yeah. This can get ugly here.
And it's low. Kirkering is just not locating. I wonder whatever happens. This could be Kirkering's last man here. All right, Alvarado's ready. Taylor 1 for 3. Single in the third. 1-1. And that was not a good pitch there from Kirkering. That hung a little bit too much in the center of the plate. Damage limitation. Got just a strikeout double play. We need it so bad. Nimmo steals and JT doesn't throw. There goes the double play. 2-1 count.
Just agonizing.
The Mets are rallying.
Well,
To be fair, it's a good jump. It's a really good jump.
It kind of feels like a repeat of the London game right now.
I'm just thinking it has that feel.
Yeah.
Need a strikeout here or a pop up. Nothing to the outfield. Nothing in the gap. This is one of the biggest innings for Kirkering this year, without a doubt, right now.
Yeah, his location is all over the place.
It's not Kirkering like. That just missed the plate. It's 3-2. Kirkering wanted it.
I think if bases seen Alvarado come out.
Come on, Orion, please. Oh, Taylor fighting it off again. Bit of a big at bat here developing. Taylor seeing more and more. Of course, Manaea having a bit of a rest here, which may take him out the game.
What was his
base hit
pitch
score
count?
too?
20 pitches for Kirkering.
Although no one's staring in the Mets bullpen.
Oh.
Oh, huge.
He needed that. He needed that big time.
That's a beauty. That's a beauty.
Come on.
The movement on that. That's fooled him up. Come on. Get out. There's a 1 run allowed of damage limitation here. No, just out. Just out. He's just missing now. Alvarez 1 for 3. Of course, he got that home run in the second. Oh, man.
Go for a bunt, maybe.
1-1. Kirkering, just please get out of this. The thing is, we've pitched well again today in general. The offense just hasn't got going. If Kirkering can just get out of this, keep it a 1-run game. One on one, 2 on. That's a great pitch. Great pitch inside. 1-2.
That was big.
Oh.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, man.
Oh, great.
I don't know why he dives. Why is Wilson diving there? He was nowhere near it. Take the bounce. I don't think it really matters, actually. I think they would have scored 2, whatever.
I think they would have.
Well, I have proper Jinx Kirkering here. God, look at. Oh, maybe Wilson. I don't know. The dive
I
made
with
dive
Marsh.
made no difference.
No.
But Wilson's not a natural left, or is he a natural left fielder? Yeah, it's all hindsight, isn't it now?
Do you know
5-2
what?
Mets.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you
Yeah,
can really
it's
do
not
and say.
over yet.
God damn it. Ah, Kirkering as well. It's just, it's frustrating. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, well, we'll get this last out. Get Alvarado out there. Get this last out. And the offense have got to wake up. It's as simple as that because they have got nothing doing. 2 hits, and that's it. Now with 2 home runs. They got to wake up. This can't go to tomorrow night. I can't stay up for another all-nighter. Alvarado, who's up for the Mets next?
Bader.
Bader. So we can't get him on because I think then it's Iglesias back
Acuna.
up.
Yeah.
Acuna, and then back to the top of the order. So
No, and Acuna's having a good game as well. We need get Harrison Bader out, and then we play for some magic. That's deflated it a bit. I think he dived because he knew Rojas was backing him up. Yeah. Second, yeah. Luke's got a point there actually.
Yeah.
I didn't clock where Rojas was, but yeah, the ball came back in quite quick, so Rojas was doing well backing him up. It's just one of those. It was a well placed hit. It was right into no man's land.
It was one of those. It's like, what can you do about it? You know. And to be fair, right, Kirkland was close to getting out of the inning. To be fair, you know, and shit happened.
It was good hitting by the Mets. It was all right. Alvarado, I hope we can get out of this and expect then all of one to go into the 8th as well as it stands.
I think so. I think that's probably what they're trying to avoid, putting them out already.
All right. And then the offense has to wake up. To wake up. It's not over. It's 3 runs as it stands. Hopefully, nothing more.
no, it's not over. It's not over at all. But the offense has to do something.
Over. The Phils have come back from bigger. And like we said, anything can happen in this series. We've seen it so many times. It's not over till it's over, especially in this game. Just need Alvarado to get out of this. And he's 1-2. He is throwing fire.
Yeah. It's good to see Jose back to being like Jose, because at the start of the year, I don't know what it was. Obviously, something was really bothering him. Could it be a personal thing? Could it be like a low key injury? But he definitely, something more about him. Like, he just looks a bit more vibrant, and he's definitely got more command again.
Boom. It's coincided with him taking that leave back when he went back home, doesn't it? Because ever since he's come back from Venezuela, he's just been the Alvarado that we know and we love.
Personal thing that nobody really knew. I don't think anybody really knew why, but something that was obviously going on, and whatever's happened, he's definitely helped. That breaks helped him, and that's kind of what's good to see, because everybody loves him, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's going to play a massive part. Yeah. In Red October, no doubt about it. All right, where are we in our lineup? It feels like it's been ages since we last hit. I don't
remember.
JT, Sosa, and Wilson.
Do you know what? If Minaya comes out, I wonder if they'll put Stott in to pinch it for Souza. Also, depending if JT gets on, I expect Manaya's coming back out though.
I think his pitch count was like in the 80s. So
he's easily going. Yeah, he's easily going again.
Yeah,
he probably can have a complete game here. Need some magic. Need some the bats to come out, and the bottom of the lineup has contributed so many times this season. It has come through for the Phillies.
Did last night
to get on base. Oh, look, they're showing a home run. That stupid Alvarez home run against the Phillies in the World Series. Oh, yeah, lovely. I swear they're trolling. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get a leadoff walk, a leadoff hit, a leadoff double will be great. Let's just get to Minaya. A bloop, a couple of bloops, a walk, a blast. It's game on.
Anything.
So Minaya, who's had quite a break. Minaya that was quite a long inning to sit out of. So, and they are now getting someone warmed up. It's Garnett, I think.
Yep.
Garrett even. Yeah. So come on. Let's get Minaya out the game.
Okay.
1-1. That looked. Yeah, JT wasn't happy. JT 0-2. Let's try a reverse jinx. JT's not having a good game at all tonight. And he's never had a hit against Minaya. Until now! There it is! Yes!
You know what? The reverse curse works.
Well, okay. All right. That's his first hit against Minaya. Now he's 1-6. So Sosa's struggling tonight. He's really struggling. And Manaya's thrown a great game. Oh, they're pitching changing. Oh, I can't do it again. As Minaya gets a standing ovation. All right, JT's on. Minaya tips the cap. Do you know what? Do you know what? It's so rare you see pitchers do that as they leave the field. Like usually they're head down, like they don't give anything back to the fans.
The things, he's had a good game. That you can't argue. Like he's had a great game.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's 2 hits allowed, and they've both been solo home runs. There's limited damage.
I would be a bit upset that would probably be taken out there. They probably would have at least another chance to get out of it.
Thing is though, for the Mets this is massive for them as well. They have to win this game. They have to win this series. So they're in, like I said, they're in postseason mode now. You know, every game matters for them. So they are taking no chances.
That's what you got to think of. This, like, even though it's big for us, this is probably way bigger for them than it is for us.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know, especially with I don't know how the Braves are getting on right now, but that loss to the Braves last night was massive for the Mets.
Oh yeah.
And the Mets are still chasing the D-backs. There is still a way that the Mets can get top seed in the get the top wildcard spot anyway.
Braves
ahead of the Padres and D-backs.
I say Braves is 4-2 just now against the Marlins, top of the 7th just now. So that's not over yet.
So what's the score?
4-2 to the Braves.
Braves 4-2.
4-2 Braves.
Yes. So yeah, the Mets have to win this. This is a far bigger game for the Mets.
Still 7th inning, by the way, so Marlins can come back in that as well, to be fair. Marlins are a weird team. They seem to do well against everyone in the East.
They do. They do.
There's nobody else their shit.
We've still got to play the Marlins. That's our final series of the season.
Is that your final series?
Yeah.
They're plucky. They're the plucky Marlins. We hate. Well, obviously the watch along. They absolutely destroyed us.
Is that
I thought we were going to get no hit that night.
Sorry?
Is that Miami or Toronto?
No, that's at Rogers Centre. So we finish up with the Red Sox and the Marlins, which, you know, feels a bit bittersweet, but, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, at least you got a nice, easy ending, I guess, with the Marlins.
The Red Sox haven't been easy for us in the past. I mean, we've struggled against them the past couple of years, but I just think with the fact that we are, I don't even want to say we're eliminated.
They have put Stott in. They put Stott in.
Yeah.
They're putting Stott. But I just think with 2 teams with nothing to play for, it could really go either way.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, Marsh. Yeah, I presume they've gone to a righty then, which is why Stott and Marsh are now coming
in.
Right, come on, Bryson. Although our pinch hitting record is abysmal this year. In fact, all our we've had is it 3 pinch hit runs this year? 1 in England, 1 in London, 1 in Toronto, and then 1 in America.
Toronto, when was that? Was that JT?
That was JT. Yeah, that was JT.
Who was one in London? Was it Stubbs? Who was it?
No, Dahl. David Dahl.
David Dahl, the man,
Yeah.
the myth, and the
The
legend.
legendary David Dahl.
Another player who stepped up and contributed and wasn't seen since. 2-1 here, by the way.
Is he not even in AAA?
Yes, he's Triple Eight. Yeah,
Oh, he is
he's still
AAA, okay.
grinding away in the minors. He's done his part. He got us a home run. Can you believe it? At Whit Merrifield, David Dahl went yard in London, and Tyon Walker had the game of his life. Like, crazy
I
things
went
happen.
nuts when Whit Merrifield homered. He's with the Braves now, isn't he? But he's
Yeah.
injured.
Is he injured?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was good. I think I don't know if he came back. I don't know if he's injured again. He does seem to have a bit of bad luck with injuries.
The Braves have in general. They've
They've had a
decimated.
brutal year in
Bad
injuries.
luck.
Yeah.
Like there's bad luck, and then there's the Braves' luck with injuries this year. It's just kind of insane.
They had it. Didn't Acuna go down 2 years ago as well?
They won the World Series. He was injured for that.
That's right. Oh yeah, they're still. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, ironically, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Acuna do his ACL?
That's right.
It's like the second week of the season, I think, as well, wasn't it?
Oh,
It was like,
who's gone through the gap?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, hang on. He's safe.
Oh.
Yeah. Might challenge it. No, he's safe.
Stop. He needed that.
Yes, he did. And we have the tying run at the plate.
Come on, Brandon Marsh is in. Come on, Marshy. Come on.
Brandon Marsh, who's having a career year right now. Beauty from Bryson Stott. And
This is so scary to London game though, like the last inning in the London game.
I know it's going like we have to score some runs. That's a great slide. Too slow with the tag. Just get him in. Get him and make it a 5-3 game. Keep the chain rolling. Come on, Brandon. Or a blast to be even.
Come on, Brandon.
Cal Stevenson's out on the on deck. So they're going lefty.
Just don't strike out. Even if you get base.
I tell you what, Cal Stevenson game this time last week.
Oh, yeah.
So Rojas is now at the game as well. So Stott's in for Souza. Marsh in for Wilson. And it will be Cal Stevenson for Rojas.
At least they're going for it, like.
He's literally emptying the subs. Oh, come on, Brandon. Please get a base hit here. Please.
Come on, Marshy. Come on.
All right, 1-1.
Take that.
Oh, God.
Just don't strike out. Whatever happens, just don't strike out.
Yeah, get the ball in play, and we should score a run at least. You can't strike out. We had that last week. Or even that. No, I don't like unproductive outs. All right, Cal. Do it again. Stevenson, another Cal Stevenson double should plate too. Oh, come on, Cal. Please.
Come on.
If he double plays, I might launch this microphone. I can't have a double play here.
I feel like
he's safe. He's safe. It's a run. All right. Phew.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I had gone for a double.
Take that.
All right.
Okay.
What they arguing about here?
Come on, Schwarber.
Oh, sit down.
Challenging. Like
Sit down, Nim. Oh, I can't stand Nemo. Get out of here.
So confused. What is he arguing about?
I think it's to do with Stott getting in the way.
Oh, I think it is. He's trying to argue.
It is interference. He's on the grass. It is interference.
This might.
Garrett's out the game. They didn't Garrett out the game. They can Garrett out the game. Kyle's up, isn't he? Kyle's up.
It's going to have to be careful. It might get chucked here if you keep playing.
So tying run still at the plate.
They're bringing in Edwin Diaz now with his trumpets.
Oh, please, Kyle. Please, Kyle.
If there's a time, this is the time.
This is it.
It's still set up for Bryce to do something. Oh, I can't. Not Diaz. Although the Phils blew a save for Diaz last week in the series at home. It wasn't our game. I think it was the Sunday game. It must have been the Sunday game. Diaz came in and he blew the save. But I think his splits at home are far better.
Oh, yeah. At home, he's like insanely good, to be fair.
If we can do something here against Diaz now, I will love it. 5-3, 2-run game. And yet again, here we are. Phillies Mets going to the wire. Did I hear correct that the Phils and Mets have never met in the postseason? I swear I saw it on social media. I heard it somewhere that we've never played the Mets in the postseason.
I think they have.
We've only been 17 times in our history, but I'm pretty sure the stat was that we've only ever, never played the Mets in the postseason. Pretty sure I heard that.
No, they've never met, yeah.
Oh, it's just set up for an LDS, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, just imagine the Phillies v the Mets in the NLDS. Like
the fact as well, the team has actually been good at the same time. It's either one or the other.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're the trumpets. I can hear them.
Oh, can't stand the trumpets.
Anthony Joshua got killed.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua lost.
Got killed.
No way.
Yeah, that's mad.
That's him finished now as well, I think. All right, well, let's KO the Mets.
Come on.
Come on, Kyle. Takes a strike low in the zone. Get a base hit. Get Trey up. It has to be one of Diaz's biggest moments of the season as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is big.
1-1. This is what it's all about. Late innings of the game.
Wonder will he try and walk Schwarber?
Hey, come here. Dog's here. My dog's here for it. She can't take this. What's his number? Oh no.
He's
3-1. All right.
Come on.
This is where you have to capitalize. Diaz is not settled in. Oh, Matt, I thought you were referring to this game. Something was absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, for a second there.
I thought
that's what I thought as well.
Kyle's about to go yard to tie the game. We meant AJ.
Oh.
AJ is finished, unfortunately. Come on, Kyle.
Come on, shut
3-2 count, full count. This is massive. This is a massive AB right here. Get on base, Kyle. Get Trey up. Oh, he's called it. Why are you?
That was agonizing.
Just the 1-run scores, and I wonder who will come in for the Phils here. Hoffman may come in.
I think Hoffman probably.
Oh man, I get why Kyle left it. I get why he left it. It was such a close pitch, but
that's pain. I feel like I've just been stabbed.
The problem is, in that situation, I'd rather have so many other players than Kyle at the plate there.
If it was Trey, I feel like I would have been a little bit more confident, or Harper, but
yeah.
Harper would have loved that moment there.
Harper.
But it's still set up. Oh no, Harper could only tie the game, couldn't he? He couldn't take us the lead, give us the lead. All right. Well, we need to shut down inning here, whatever happens. We cannot allow a Mets to get any sort of insurance. They've played this Jackson Merrill home run replay about 1,000 times on the flashbacks.
You're getting
They play
different.
the same ones every single time.
I feel like you're getting different highlights to me.
Yeah, I think we established last week that we all have completely different highlights.
That's Chapman just now.
Matt Chapman.
Yeah, I've got my highlights right now.
I've got Austin Martin. Again, it's a Superman catch at the fence. I feel like I've seen that all night.
I generally thought that everyone got the same highlights.
No, we all get they cycle through different ones. Oh, and it's Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
Oh, it's a bonk. And then he crushes them.
I don't mind.
Go see ya.
Yeah.
Judge.
Why can't they mix the flashbacks up?
I
Like, and
feel
make it team oriented.
Every second highlight, I do feel like you get Otani or Judge. To be fair, like one or the other.
That Judge one makes me sick. I'm not even a fan of either team, but just how to bulk him and then give up a grand slam would just that would be horrible. All right, Tanner Banks is in.
Oh,
okay, I get it. Topper maybe then saving the bullpen if we go to extras, or indeed a close game tomorrow.
I think he's thinking tomorrow at this point.
Yeah, either extras or tomorrow. Tanner Banks is a bit of a. Banks hasn't done too bad this year, although needs to improve this. 3-0. Oh, don't. Acuna up. Then they're going to the top of the inning. Oh, dog, what do you want?
Aww.
Go on. There you go. She can't watch. She came in, gave it a go, and went, nah. Tanner Banks is in. Nah.
Yeah, I think made a good choice.
Yeah, the way this could go. Okay. Double play, please. It's kind of frustrating. It's a 2-run game. I would have rather seen Strahm.
I mean,
or Hoffman, but
here, like especially Harper coming up, like it's not exactly dead.
No, this is. I get why Topper's doing this, but it's a bit like game one again, isn't it?
It's kind of pretty. He's got to give someone give everyone a run out at some point, but still. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it's one. But I tell you what, that is and that's where Bryson Stott is just so invaluable.
Yeah, defense.
That's a heck of a play.
Our defense, deep man.
Didn't go for the. I think we had no hope of the 2.
I thought he was. I thought he was going to do it, but Trey's quick.
Of course, if Tanner Banks gets through this without allowing a run, then it's a bit of a genius move. We haven't burnt any of the. We haven't used Hoffman or Estevez or Strahm, and we've got through the inning. Marte up, runner at first, 1 out. Come on, Tanner. 0-1. 0-2. All right, looks like Tanner Banks now starting to find a little bit of confidence now. That's done him the world of good. That
might just jinx it, mate.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to watch. I know. I'm not usually superstitious, but after that Kerkering debacle, yeah. Oh, don't tell me I have to go tomorrow night. I can't stay up again. Maybe I'll set an alarm for like 2 a.m. and see what the score's like and catch the final. I've got a stock check Monday all day as well. I've got to be up early.
The Braves are probably going to beat the Marlins. They're up 6-2 now, so I think that's probably over.
Yeah, Braves. Okay, yeah, the Braves will probably wrap that up.
Yeah, probably. So it's even more important that the Mets win, but I just want the Phillies to clinch tonight.
What's happening here? Banks has just thrown 3 balls which are nowhere near the zone. It's really bizarre. Like, I've never pitched in my life, but you can just be cruising and all of a sudden you just lose it. Just don't get how it happened.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. That wasn't even.
That's not ball 4. That's a strike.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
3. What is the umpire thinking there?
Is it just me who?
Unreal.
That's not a walk. Oh,
No,
this
should be
BS
strike
winds
three.
me up. This is going to cost us now. You watch. That's going to cost us. That's on the money.
That's a perfect.
Oh, that is ridiculous. And the umpire had done well to that point as well.
That was a perfect pitch.
That'll cost us now. That
Yeah.
that will just be in true fashion. That's crap because that's an out. That's Tanner Banks is out the inning there. Well, he's got 2 outs.
Yeah.
Decisions like that in that sort of moment can just sway the game. 0-2. Tanner Banks is replying really well here. It just annoys me. That should be reviewable. That should be instant as well. No, that's in the zone. Take it back.
Would you have like a computer system who decides?
In that situation right there, you should be allowed to appeal. I think there should be an appeal system like you have for offensive plays.
Maybe like one appeal a game. You can make this when it comes to pitching or something like that.
And you can press a button because surely in someone's ear they'll have exactly what we had there, and they'll go, "Yeah, that was a strike." Like Hawkeye in tennis, like it takes seconds. It wouldn't take too much out of the game. Tanner Banks struck out beautifully.
Yeah,
and he's 2 on, 2 out, 2-run game. It's Pete Alonso, hit by pitch from 3 walks and a hit by pitch.
3 walks and hit by pitch with a run scored. Yeah. What a day for Pete Alonso.
And the thing is, now you've got to pitch to him. You can't walk. If you walk Alonso, you're risking you're risking Nimmo, who's on form.
It would show weakness as well by Topper and
get him, Topper. With 2 days, go get him, Topper. Go get him, Tanner.
Oh no,
that's a fly ball.
And,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh no!
What are you doing?
What
was that?
What? Oh.
What? I don't even know what just happened there.
Stott's raging, man. Like you can tell Stott's absolutely furious at that.
What's Cowgill, the centre fielder?
Carl Stevenson didn't cover himself in glory there.
Did he call him off or what? What the heck just happened there?
I think Stott left it as well because he was thinking Carl Stevenson taking it. That's cost us. That's probably just the game then.
Yeah.
That's really unfair on Tanner Banks, who actually pitched
really good.
He did okay. Like he wasn't terrible, but he did okay. But that ultimately cost us the game.
Yeah, I think that was the game there.
Yeah.
But Tanner Banks, because he was done by the umpire on the walk, that should have been an out, and then he was done by that whatever the heck that was. I don't know what that was. That's the momentum killer. Like that's. I don't know. I don't know. Stott's experience. Maybe he should have called Cal off and had it instead. There was no communication. That's the problem. From looking at it, it looks like Stott and Cal didn't communicate at all. Stott, the experienced player, maybe should have took control there. I don't know.
I could tell Stott was pissed though. Like he was not happy there.
Yeah, big time. It's just that stuff like that can't happen. Full stop.
He's got every right to be.
Oh dear.
Well, you know where.
Well, 3-run game. Don't forget the Mets came from 9 runs down in the 9th last year to beat the Phillies. It's not over.
I mean, if you want players to come up, I mean, you've got Trey, Harper, Bohm. It's not exactly the worst.
Bohm, Casty, JT. I've got some like we're in the perfect spot of the lineup.
Yeah,
really.
You got who you'd want, to be honest. And like they're due a couple of hits because like it's been a horrific night at bats. Really, when you think about it.
Hey Joe, just got in, so watch the 9th. Hope I pass some juju. Let's go. Well, they need the offense needs something because it's not been good tonight offensively, which of course standardly follows a good game last time. Oh, now she wants to come back in. Like,
oh,
happening? Are we in or are we out? What's happening? Are we in?
Sounds like Dave talking to the pitchers there.
Yeah. Come here. Come watch the game with me. Come here. There we go. Yeah. Right. Come on, Trey.
Come
So
on,
Diaz.
Trey.
Oh, Diaz is throwing flames. Trey's had a pretty poor game.
Yeah.
He's not really done anything. Like most of the lineup, really.
Like, yeah, pretty much like the whole entire lineup has done
Maybe
nothing.
apart from Schwarber and Casti.
Oh,
Ah.
that's sort of. Zach Wheeler versus McGill tomorrow. That really goes in our favor.
We should be winning up. We have no, like, look at the records. Even speak for themselves.
Yeah, and Wheeler's in Cy Young. Again, I don't want to jinx it, but Wheeler's doing very, very well right now.
Wheeler's definitely going to be a Cy Young finalist for sure. I don't know.
I think he has to win it. I think he wins it this year. Honestly, he was robbed 2 years ago.
Who else?
He owed one.
Chris Sale.
We haven't seen Sale once this year, have we? Oh, Harper.
Chris Sale did well against us.
We avoided Skeens as well, actually, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, do you know what? Skeens.
He's unbelievable.
He's the real deal. Like, he's legit.
He won't be at the Pirates. Well, I don't know. It depends what direction the Pirates go in, but
You never know.
I'd love Paul Skeens on the Jays. Definitely. I would take him.
Imagine Skeens in our rotation. That's it. We'll be set.
He'll be a Dodger, probably. Dodgers will take a look at him, especially with like his girlfriend. I feel like she would love LA somehow.
Oh yeah. And then they'll get injured there, of course, and he'll be finished.
Yeah, and that's not against Skeens and his girlfriend, because both are extremely talented at what they do. It's just I feel like she would love the spotlight there.
Yeah.
Oh, Harper's fighting it here.
Yeah.
Harper's not taking anything. So I think even if he had a ball bounced up at him, he would still swing for this.
He's just
Harper's in hit mode. Except that, okay, there literally then was a ball which bounced miles in front of him.
I'm thinking the Mets are probably thinking, though, with the pitching matchup tomorrow, they're probably thinking tomorrow is a scheduled loss for them. So I feel like
because they are burning Diaz out. I tell you what, it wouldn't be. There it is. Okay, I was going to say if we can drag this Diaz pitching outing out, it might burn him out the game tomorrow because he didn't pitch yesterday or the day before. Oh, actually, he'd be fine. He hasn't pitched yet this series.
They're probably thinking every game's so important right now. Just get everyone out we can.
Yeah, they just want to get in. This win would go a long way. Bohm at the plate. Bohm is out. The Mets win. That's it's unfortunate.
Annoying.
The offense didn't get going. Kirkering had a really bad outing, but we got four hits, 2 solo home runs. It's not enough. That's not going to win you the game.
No.
And so the champagne's on ice.
It wasn't like it's weird. It wasn't bad pitching. I mean, Ranger had a shaky start, but after that, he got himself together, and then lucky.
I think the
Kirk thing kind of killed us.
So I think, although maybe if we were closer or tied, that bats could have been more interesting. But yeah, we got again tomorrow in front of ESPN. Late game.
You're just gonna have to sleep during the day, Dave.
I can't. I got a stock check on Monday night. I'm gonna have to set an alarm. I might set an alarm for like 2 a.m. See how the game's going. If it looks like we could clinch, stay awake. If we're getting thrashed, I won't bother.
Big night tomorrow. Eagles are playing as well at 6. Then Phillies after as well.
Eagles are playing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Guys, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, it ended a bit. We're back to 500 with these watch-alongs now. We're 3-3. So it's Stu. It's not the debut you wanted, mate. I know. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed
It
it.
has been, as always.
It's the offense didn't show up. Kirkering had a bit of a blow up, but hey, look,
Well-
we'll do it tomorrow. Like I said there in front of the national audience, Sunday
Yep.
night under the lights. Let's do it tomorrow.
Remember-
Go and get them
Ma-
tomorrow. It's a new
Matter-
day.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Exactly. But it'll be nice to split the series. Like we all said at the start of this series, we'll take the split every
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
it should mean clinching the division at the same time. So we'll just do it tomorrow. Sophie, Stuart, thank you guys. Thank you for
Thank
joining us.
you.
Everyone who's watched, thank you very much. It's it didn't go our way this time, but yeah, it's when, not if. And with that matchup with Wheeler on the Mound tomorrow, I'm very, very confident that tomorrow night's the night. Guys, thank you for watching.